and then I died AoE farming my first mage playthrough.
Oh, damn.
But now I'm back up to. I died at 30 and I'm back up to 31, so I've already surpassed my highest power level.
Nice.
The lowest my health has got to is 45%.
Fucking rogue, vanish,
Yeah.
vanish, vanish, vanish.
Nice.
Health pots on cooldown.
Are you guys gonna raid at level 60 or?
Oh,
I'm planning to. I killed KT with hardcore elite with my warrior.
Holy shit.
So, but I think I'm gonna take it slow and steady. I don't need to be part of the hype. I'll probably get this guy to 60 at a hate mage, so it'll just be like a farming tune. I'll get my next one to 60 and then try raid on that. So probably 3 months away from raiding.
there's
If
no
the server's
appeals
still
this
alive.
time, Tito.
Sorry?
There's no appeals this time.
Yeah, I know, but it's so much easier.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm kidding, bro.
if I die to a DC, I don't know. I don't actually know if I keep playing or not. I don't know.
I almost did.
DC death.
You almost did?
I was trying to solo stockades and I disconnected.
Okay, well.
I did the stockade solo thing the other day at fucking 34. I was shitting bricks, but I was actually it was much as a warrior. It was much more doable than I thought it would be. Because all I needed was fucking the dwarf's head, Cam Deep Fury.
Right.
Yep. Yeah, I need to do that quest.
The Hamhawk, the orc.
Oh yeah.
Oh, is that a stun?
He like bloodlust. He just hits really hard.
Oh, okay. I would look. Josh always has a crack at me for playing risky and hardcore, but I would not go into a dungeon solo ever.
All right, bear with me, guys. I'm just going to tweak one more thing.
Are you NG? You're mining iron to get that going?
Yeah, I just unlocked or I just leveled up to be able to mine iron. So
nice.
Yeah,
get those
NG thing.
Get those iron grenades stacking up.
Yeah, for sure. Those target dummies too are like lifesavers.
Yeah.
All right, I'm ready. If you guys are, you good to go, Mad?
Yep, I'm ready.
All right, so easy, Mad. I'll just say it at the start, like, mate. As you know, we'll just go as long as you're comfortable with. You know what I mean? I told you an hour, but like, if you want to go less, if you want to go more, we'll just see how the chat goes. Yeah.
Sure.
And I'm
absolutely.
I'm more or less AFK. I'm in here. I'll chime in when necessary, but I might be off with my daughter as well. But.
Yeah, so I was going to say as well, Matt, like these guys are just here in the background. It'll mostly be you and me, but I've encouraged them if we say something that sets them off to jump in.
Think of us as Andy Richter.
Sure. Sounds good.
All right. Yeah, Madseason is a little quiet, but it's all good. I've turned him up a bit. Hopefully you guys can still hear him. It should be fine. I can hear him on my end, so it's all good. Matt, are you able to get slightly closer to the mic? There you go. There you go. Wow.
Turn your head to breathe.
Now hold your balls and cough. Very good. Very good.
Well, I tend to drift away, so just let me know if I do that.
No, it's all good, man. It's all good.
Get
All
quieter.
right. Let's get started. I'll lead us in.
Sure.
All right, so we were just joking about this off stream, but it's fair to say we should probably put it in the recording as well. It's been an embarrassing amount of time between drinks, between myself and this person. We noted the timestamp on our last message was 2 years ago, which is embarrassing. But like I said, hey, you know, it looked like this person rode off into the sunset and we were sorry to see them go, but we're so happy that he's back now playing hardcore World of Warcraft. Everyone, please, you know him, you love him. Madseason, mate, how are you?
Hey guys, what's up? Madseason here, back with another stream for you.
It's great to have you, buddy. How's things?
Pretty good. I've been playing World of Warcraft a little bit too much, but other than that, it's pretty good.
Mate, you've gone like full Godfather when you thought you were out, they pull you back in.
Yeah, well, I mean, hardcore mode definitely appealed to me. I did stream hardcore mode back in the beta before, the re-release beta. We did some hardcore stuff, and I don't know. I've just been feeling really nostalgic recently about the game, and I felt like it's sort of just a good opportunity to come back and see what's going on.
Mate, it's funny you say that, and I'm going to wildly take us on our first tangent, 30 seconds into the show now that you've said the magic word nostalgia. And I've got so many things I want to chat about with you, mate. So we're going to take it pretty casually. I'm not going to put on, or at least I'm going to try to avoid as much as I can putting on my podcast voice, and we're just going to do my having a beer with the boys voice. But it's funny to hear you say that word nostalgia, because hardcore really is popping off. Like let's be honest, like the popularity is probably even a little bit more than I expected, and I had relatively lofty expectations. Everyone and their fucking dog is playing it. All the retail streamers have come over because obviously, streamers will go where the crowd is, and the crowd is with hardcore at the moment. And I saw an interesting chat on Twitter yesterday about this one, and people were talking about, and again, we saw it with Classic come up, and I laugh at it and dismiss it very easily, and I'll do the same with hardcore. But people go, oh yeah, the nostalgia gets people back. People love Classic for the nostalgia, and I'm like, motherfuckers, how have you not worked out? It's not because of the fucking nostalgia. Like, sure, like nostalgia is something that attaches itself to Classic, but we play it because it's a good fucking game. That's why we play it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's even beyond that, though. I don't really understand the negative connotation around nostalgia. I mean, I play World of Warcraft Classic just because it's fun. It's filled with RPG elements. I love the world. I love the dungeons. I love the raid. The community can be spicy sometimes, but they can also be really great. And I don't know. It's just it's. I could talk about for hours the things I like about it, but I think it kind of speaks for itself. Honestly, I mean, this was quite possibly one of the most iconic games of all time, and that's for a reason.
And it's got a new hat. I was going to say, they throw in the Simpsons reference. It's one of the most iconic games of all time. And now with hardcore, it's got a new hat,
Yeah, absolutely. And I don't know, like I've talked about this before in my YouTube channel, but it seems like nostalgia is used to sort of dismiss stuff. And it's only with like World of Warcraft almost. But like, how many things are you nostalgic about in real life that you're not really like? I'm not sure if like shamed for it is really the right word, but it's dismissive. Like, you only like that because of nostalgia, such as, I don't know, watching an old movie from your childhood.
Yep.
I very rarely hear people say, "Well, you only like that because you only watch the Goonies because it's nostalgic," or "You only watch The Simpsons because it's nostalgic." I don't know. It's just really weird to me how this mindset is tied to like classic World of Warcraft, even like other video games like Super Mario on the SNES. Have you ever heard somebody say, "Oh, you're only playing that because you're nostalgic for it when you played it as a little kid"? I don't know. I never really got that mentality.
It gives me the shits to no end, and I know exactly what you're saying. And I'm just saying, it sounds like we're obviously on the same page here, Mad. Like, there is such a striking difference between, nostalgia and quality, and nostalgia only takes you so fucking far with things. Like, and great example with like even it goes to everything, and movies. Everyone has that movie that they fucking loved as a kid that they've come back to 20 years later and gone like, oh, I haven't seen that since I was 13. I'll give it a watch again now. And then they go, that fucking sucks. And,
absolutely.
And a great example gaming wise, you might have a good one as well, Mad, but I'll give you my one where, I jumped on, I played Final Fantasy 11 when it came out back in the day. It was like my first year of uni, I'm pretty sure. And I was very eager to buy it. I got straight into it. It was my first MMO. And I fucking loved Final Fantasy XI back in the day. And I remember after I started Countdown to Classic 5.5 years ago, sometime in late 2018, early 2019, I found about, because I started learning more about WoW private servers. And I was like, I wonder if there's private servers for other MMOs. And I found this Final Fantasy XI private server, and I've gone, oh, fuck, that's brilliant. I love that game. I'm going to go check that out. So I went back to Final Fantasy XI for the first time in fucking, 17 years or whatever. And it was horrible. It was so bad to play, and it purely was nostalgia that I'd attached to that game. Don't get me wrong, fun back in the day, but that fun did not last the test of time. WoW Classic does not fucking suffer from that problem.
Yeah, and I think you really have, just the years or decades of private servers as proof of that. I was actually talking about this earlier on my stream. When was the first WoW private server? I think it was like shortly after Cataclysm, which was 13 years ago now at this point. I think to determine if somebody just likes something because of nostalgia, you have to look towards its staying power. And if private servers have been going on for 13 years, that's a lot of staying power. And I think that shows that it's more than just nostalgia, that there's something within the design that people find attractive and is worthy of spending their time in.
Yeah, I 100% agree. But mate, look, back on the hardcore thing, I mean, I guess it would be remiss of me hosting this conversation to not bring up the elephant in the room, is that you did walk away from the game. You let everyone know via your YouTube channel that a couple of years ago you were fucking done with WoW Classic. You didn't like the direction the game was heading in. We were just talking off stream about that fantastic video that you made about the boosts and everything that helped push you away. And now hardcore has come and sucked you back in. So like I'll let you in your own words, and I know you've done it through your videos as well, but maybe I'll press you a bit more now that you've got someone to answer to a little bit, but not in a negative way. I'm not here to grill you, but I mean, like, ask you the questions in terms of, how did you feel taking that breath of fresh air and walking away from the game? And then did you feel good or bad about returning?
It felt good. I quit because, well, for many reasons. I didn't like the direction that the game was going, because I felt like after the level boost, the WoW token was inevitable. Told you so.
Yeah.
By the way,
no, yell it out 100%.
But beyond that, it was just personal stuff, real life stuff, health issues with my family. And really just, it kind of got to the point to where, I guess, because I didn't like the direction that it was heading into, it started to turn from a negative or a positive influence in my life to a negative one. So it's just like, all right, I have to take a break. I have to step away from it for a little while. And it was good. I mean, 2 years, I feel like I have 2 years of rested XP in real life. And as far as the game is concerned, right now I'm only playing Vanilla Classic, which is devoid of the level boost and the WoW token. So, I'm back in my happy place. I'm playing World of Warcraft Classic without the influence of paid cash shop services. I suppose aside from gold buying through third-party websites, which remains to be seen if
it's already available. Don't worry. It remains to be seen if it'll become rife, but it's there. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
I saw
day one
on Twitter of
day one.
You saw the bot.
Yeah, more people are starting. We'll get to this later on, obviously, but it's good to allude to it now. But yeah, more people are starting to run into the bots as they hit their 20s and 30s. Gold was available from day one to buy on hardcore servers. We said, like I said on my show, like it was always going to be an inevitability. It's just now a question of to what extent it's going to be a part of the server.
I bet it's way more expensive.
Yeah,
It's like
definitely.
premium gold.
I think
So
it's
would
like
that
someone
dissuade people, do you think?
last
A little bit
report,
more?
and people would say, "Oh, Josh, don't tell people the fucking price. You're just helping sell it." Like, fuck it, they'll find out anyway if they fucking want it. But I think the last I saw was a comment saying something. It was like it was $1 a gold at the start, and it's come down to like 63 cents a gold or some shit like that.
That's is that more expensive or cheaper than the WoW token on
Oh, I
ramp?
think that's much more expensive. I'm
Way
not
more,
sure.
yeah, because there's no
Yeah.
inflation and stuff
Yeah.
too, right? Yeah. I mean, yeah, it definitely will always exist for sure. I was hoping in hardcore mode it would be at least to a lesser extent
Hmm.
than it was in vanilla re-release, because it definitely was a huge problem in vanilla release too.
Yeah. Oh, don't worry, mate.
Absolutely.
Like you with your profit work on the token. I have got an epic "I told you so" locked and loaded for if this becomes a problem with hardcore servers. But yeah, mate. So look, I mean, 100% fair enough and totally understandable when real life comes and grabs you. You know, you've got to pay attention to number one and what matters, and that's family with you, and you turned your attention to the family. In saying that, obviously, a lot of time passed, and you had the time to do the IRL thing. When hardcore was announced, did you feel comfortable coming back to the game, or were you worried at all that you might be like, I just kicked the habit kind of thing, do I really want to relapse, or were you totally okay with it?
I was on the fence for it for a while. I was thinking for it for quite a while, but I don't know. I guess it's been generally positive. Everybody's been really supportive of me since I've came back, whether that be players or content creators. Everybody's super nice. These days, as far as YouTube is concerned, if you're talking, you bring up relapsing, I mainly just want to play the game, to be honest. I'm at the point where, like, I made 600 videos about it. I feel like that's almost enough, and I might make videos here and there, but for the most part, I just kind of want to play it, and stream it. And I guess one of the issues for me that led to that burnout was the video editing, because it was like, okay, you got to play it to keep up with it. And when you're not playing it, you're making videos about it. So it's just sort of like this thing where, you're just surrounding yourself with it 24/7. And I think it was inevitable that I was going to get burnt out. As far as the YouTube channel is concerned, it's more of just going to be a Madseason show channel with some WoW videos every now and then. So that's my strategy for not going too hardcore, if you'll forgive the pun, into it.
Fair enough.
And protecting myself from burnout and going too crazy with it, I suppose.
Fair enough. Well, mate, let's talk about the playing of it. Let's get into the nitty gritty of what hardcore has meant to you and what you've been doing and what your take has been on. So I'll go through some of the news with you as well, Matt, and we'll get some of your takes on some of the stuff. I might be a bit spicier than you on some of the news, but we'll see how we go. Mate, I should say as well at this stage, for all of you guys listening at home, you won't be able to see it if you're not watching live on stream. We do have a couple of the Aussies they're hovering behind Mad as the standover men. We've got Tito here and we've got Jay here listening in the background, and they there he is. There's Tito. Jay's around somewhere as well.
Keeping quiet.
There he is. Yeah, they think of them as like, if you like the old Key and Peele, Obama and Luther sketches. These guys are my Luther for this one, so they'll pipe up when they want to get spicy. So it's good to have them here. But yeah, mate, I mean, when you decided to tackle hardcore, did you know immediately what class you wanted to play, or was it a bit of a tough decision for you?
Well, I wanted to start with the hardest class, of course, the Hunter. Mainly because it's been 2 years since I played, so
I almost spat my coffee all over myself. Thank you.
Well, not
Hey,
everybody
it kind
can
of
play the
is.
Easy Warrior, Josh. The Easy Warrior class.
The easy warriors, yeah, like me. I
No,
tell you what,
I
though,
definitely.
poor Joanna will agree with you. Dying at 59, 3 bars from 60 on his hunter today on the hard hunter.
Oh no, really? Are you kidding me? Oh no, that might make me quit for another 2 years.
But
I
yeah,
reckon that's very true. Nope, done. See ya.
so you went with hunter straight off the bat.
Yeah, for sure. Because, well, to be serious for a moment, it is probably the easiest class. People say Pally as well.
Yeah.
I would probably vote Hunter, mainly to shake off the rust, because it has been 2 years since I did play. And it felt so weird launching it for the first time. It felt so weird.
Yeah, I'll throw off the gloves on that one, Matt. I'd 100% we can go. I mean, fuck, we can talk about it if you want. I think it is, like, a lot of people say Hunter, and I don't begrudge you at all for saying that, but I will 100% disagree and say I think it is not even a competition. Like, they're not even playing the same sport. Paladin is easily number one easy class. Like, it is to say it's easy. I look, I sound like a dickhead when I say this, and guys, look, just listen. When we talk hardcore, this is to all the listeners and all the live viewers out there now. Please understand that every hardcore conversation comes with this massive caveat. I'm going to sound like a huge cunt because I'm going to say things like, mate, this class is so easy, and imagine fucking dying doing this, that, and that. Mate, I don't have a 60 on hardcore, so take everything I say with a grain of salt. And we'll talk about this. I want to talk about this with Mad later on, about the way in which we judge people through the death clips and everything, and how we view streamers with making that one mistake in the 150-hour journey and all that shit. But yeah, so just the caveat is, you know, I'm not having a shot at you personally if you play Paladin and you've died at level 14 and I say, mate, how do you not make it to 60 on a Paladin? So just, yeah. But yeah, I think Paladin it's not even S tier. It's just like you're playing another sport as far as I'm concerned. You have, my big thing, Matt, is I was thinking about this the other day. I was like, okay, the whole thing with hardcore is how good at you are running away from a sticky situation, right? That's it. It's a two-pronged test here that the game asks of the player. It's the first test, the first hurdle is, can you identify trouble in a timely fashion, right? That's the first challenge of hardcore World of Warcraft. The second challenge is, if you have successfully identified trouble in a timely fashion, can you escape from it? That's the whole fucking game, right? So with the Paladin, my whole thing is, it gives you an out from the first hurdle. You don't have to identify trouble in a timely fashion. You've got bubble, you've got lay on hands, you've got fucking, you know, potions and training dummies on top of all that shit as well. But like, just the bubble in and of itself. Let's say you go, oh shit, I have overpulled. Here are 5 mobs saying, how do you do to me? And they're all bashing me. You go, okay, all, like, my bubble lasts 10 seconds or whatever. Let's say you've gotten to that level. My bubble lasts 10 seconds, or even if it's 8 seconds, I will now start to move in the opposite direction, the way that I came in. I will hit my bubble, you know, without the daze. Don't get dazed. Hit your bubble, run 8 seconds in that direction. They will then unleash and I'll be fine. And in the circumstance where they're still there at the end of the bubble, guess what, Paladins? You get lay on hands to extend that runaway even further. Like, it's not even... my head explodes, you know, over how easy the Paladins get it. That's my rant on Paladins. Sorry. Mad, you go for it. Vouch for the Hunters.
Well, Hunter's really hard, in the sense that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer, and the fact that I've died twice on Hunter. I don't know. It's kind of hard for me to tell. I played a rogue to 15 as well. Honestly, I had an easier time on the rogue so far, and that's even counting like post 10, because hunters don't get a pet until level 10, right?
Right.
I'm not sure. People have asked me that a lot about, like, which classes are the easiest, which classes are the hardest. I always thought that hunter would be the easiest, but I don't know. The only thing with the red paladin, they are the easiest, but the issue is you have to play a red paladin. And they're, I don't know, S fans might yell at me, but red paladins are just, I can't do it.
Hmm.
I can't do it. So I think that red paladins are harder in that sense.
Hmm. That's the thing. Paladin is the true concentration test. It's like your enemy is boredom.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hardcore, you're playing the game. One level of difficulty or one aspect of the game is the class you're playing and how it interacts with the game. The other more important aspect of the game is you and how you interact with the class you're playing.
Yep.
You know, you're your worst own enemy in hardcore. It's a great
Well,
game mode.
let me throw in a hot take at you, Tito and Mad. You'll know what I'm talking about as well, because obviously you're a warrior aficionado. Tito is a very, very, very big fan of the warrior class in World of Warcraft Classic, it's fair to say. So
I like them already.
I'm playing a warrior for the first time in my life, right? And I'm absolutely adoring it. I can't believe Tito didn't fucking force me to play it earlier. It's amazing, right? He tried. So listen to this one, Tito and Mad. I reckon there's a hidden, like, not racial ability but class ability with the warrior in hardcore WoW. You ready for it?
Sure.
It ups your fucking concentration by 50% by playing a warrior. And the reason being, as I've noticed, once you get past, level 34, 35, or particularly 36 when you get Whirlwind, mate, that rotation is so involved, and I am hammering so many buttons and like thinking on every mob. Okay, do this. Now quick, do this. Now do that. Oh, now do this. Like proxy. Like, it is the most involved class in World of Warcraft Classic, bar none. I am fucking loving it. And it makes you pay attention. There is no autopilot with the warrior as far as I'm concerned. Do you think that's a wild statement, Tito?
No, it's every single thing is so impactful on warrior. All those minor mechanics, movement, little details about movement and range and everything can be the difference between you. Like, for example, in a camp, if you're killing a humanoid, it starts running away. If you step forward to get it, you're going to pull the guys next to you. But if you don't kill it, he's going to pull the guys next to you. Well, you jump and whirlwind, you increase your range by 2 yards, you kill it, you save yourself. Like all those little minor things are so impactful. Whereas on other classes, they're not as big a deal. So,
but like
recent engagement,
like Matt is saying with the hunter and the paladin, mate, it's a long journey. People are fucking falling asleep at the wheel and getting overconfident and just being like, oh, whatever. I'll watch a little bit of Netflix while I do this, or like, I have to admit, Matt, you'll appreciate this because you're a football fan as well. For the first, like, I'm convinced the reason I'm still alive at 37 is because I haven't had anything on the side while I've played. I haven't listened to music. I haven't had fucking YouTube running or anything like that. I'm focused on my job. Yesterday, kickoff of the NFL season, was the first time I had the fucking Chiefs and Lions game on my second screen. And mate, I didn't come close to dying, but I was definitely not concentrating like I should be. And I had a couple of like, oh fuck, Josh, like, stop listening to the commentary and fucking play the game. Like, it's so easy if you're playing a hunter or a paladin to do those things, to watch the movie on the side, lose concentration, and then whoops, I'm dead. Warrior, you're good.
Yeah, I feel like warrior honestly is like, I got to give you props for streaming it, because I would have trouble streaming warrior. That's another reason why I picked hunters, because it's like a good streaming class. Not that, in hardcore you should autopilot, but it's much easier to autopilot and you like read stream chat, hold conversations with people on a hunter than it is a warrior.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah. So it absolutely, it demands full attention, warrior.
Do you miss it?
Do I miss warrior?
Yeah.
Absolutely. I love warrior. I do want to make one of my earlier classes to level, probably. I want to get my hunter to 60 first, and I might do rogue after that. But I'm thinking maybe warrior third or something. Or maybe I'll level it in tandem with rogue or something.
Are you saving every time you see a green drop, you're like, fuck, I'm going to send that to my warrior. I need to save that for when I start leveling him up.
Oh, honestly, I'm still deciding because I kind of like starting each character fresh too, and like having that I guess that struggle of just having to loot my own bags or having to buy bags from vendors and stuff, and having to get all my own greens and everything. I suppose I'm still deciding on that though. I might if I get pissed off enough, yeah, I'll definitely send myself stuff.
Yeah, and I get that. Like I've already done my first warrior playthrough to 60, so I've already done that. I'm more than happy to take it easy, but I recommend you actually do that. It's really fun.
I'm in the exact same boat
sure.
as
You
you.
haven't done it yet.
I'm in the same boat as you, Mad, where it was literally just yesterday at like level 36 where I set up I didn't even have a bank hold. I was really playing this as like I'm alone in this world. Do you know what I mean? Yesterday I finally set up the bank hold, and for the first time I sent 15 gold to my bank hold or whatever. And I'm still deciding how I feel about it, because I've really been thinking like you, where I'm like, well, if I do die, I kind of am into the romantic idea, if you will, of starting from scratch and having everything be really meaningful when you start your journey, blah, blah, blah. But there's so many people who are obviously playing the server being like, mate, I'm saving all my gold, I'm sending all my greens to my bank hold to set up my fucking second character to be a god by level 10, all that shit. I'm still deciding how I feel about it.
Maybe I don't know. The way that I look at it is you could do like a hybrid. Maybe your first character, your first 60 rather, is like it's always, they always start from fresh. But if you already have a level 60, you can hook up your alts and stuff.
Oh,
I
yeah.
certainly wouldn't shame anyone for doing that. It's smart. It's just a personal preference thing as far as I'm concerned.
And the ball game kind of does change for me once, like if I'm lucky enough to get a level 60 character, I feel like once you've got a 60, you kind of feel like the job's done. Now you can play fast and loose and do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
Yeah. Tito, I want to talk a little bit more warrior before we move on. It's funny because I'll say this and 100% I'll die this afternoon after having said this on the podcast. But I just want to say, okay, warrior is easily the hardest class in hardcore. That goes without saying. The one slight addition I would make to that statement, though, is it's still hard, but it's a little bit easier than people make it out to be. Everyone makes it sound so fucking hard. And it's still like, mate, no matter what class you're on, if you're disciplined, if you know the game a little well and you don't be a fucking idiot, you're going to achieve some modicum of success. And like, Aes Sedai is talking about, if you get multiple mobs on you as a warrior, you're fucked. Yeah, that's what brings a lot of people unstuck. But like, I'm being a big advocate of you have to approach hardcore differently than you would normally approach classic. Like everyone's like, arms. And I'll say this until the cows come home, and all you fucking warriors for life can laugh at me as much as you want. But I'm serious, and Tito and I are sort of still up in the air on this one. I'm not sure if I've sold Tito on it, but I'm like, mate, if you are leveling a warrior in hardcore World of Warcraft and you do not have Piercing Howl, I'm just like, don't come crying to me, because I think Piercing Howl is the fucking greatest thing the warrior gets. And nobody is taking it, and I cannot believe it. It has already saved my life 3 or 4 times. It is amazing utility. People say, oh, it's a trap, don't do it. It extends the leash, Josh. Mobs will keep chasing you. I've played around with it. It's perfectly safe. I think it might extend the leash by a second or two. Tito and I are still debating about this one, but I think it is unbelievable. And so like that's none of the warrior guides are saying take Piercing Howl. It's all the same shit. Go down arms, get Mortal Strike. Forget all that fucking shit. People go DPS. Sorry, I'm getting angry, Mad. Forget all this. No, all this fucking like my DPS is my utility. Your fucking DPS won't mean shit when you're fucking dead in the ground, mate. Like, take the one and only tool that warriors get to mitigate a sticky situation. Just fucking take it and thank me later. But anyway, that's my rant.
I found piercing howl gave me a false sense of security because I died once to a couple of resists to get on piercing howl. I was like, okay, well, F. I thought but that was me being stupid. I can run through this camp and I'll just piercing howl them and charge a critter and keep moving. Couple of resists and then they catch up to me, stun me, and I'm dead. So I was like, so I made it to 60 on my playthrough without it. But yeah, no doubt, if you're playing smart with it, it's fine. And look, and on what you were saying before, any class can make it to 60 in 15 days played. Pulling green mobs, right? It's not like it's a hard challenge to do, but you choose your difficulty.
Yeah, you choose your own difficulty. Jay, what was that?
I feel attacked. That's my difficulty this playthrough. It's all green mobs and green quests.
If you make it to 60, no one knows how you got there, and no one really gives a fuck. So as long as you get there, you've won.
Pretty much. But yeah,
well, maybe you guys can answer me this.
Yeah,
I saw like a clip. And I thought you couldn't do this because they nerfed the XP, but I saw a guy like tagging mobs and he had level 60s killing it for him, and he was getting full experience.
Yeah.
I thought level 60s, I thought like you get reduced experience.
Well, were they in a party or not? Because that changes it up.
I believe they weren't in the party.
Yes, so that's the thing. I know the exact clip you're talking about, and now that we're here, we might as well talk about it. Tito, do you reckon we're ready?
Look,
I feel like they should nerf that.
I think I've already seen you spit. That means we're ready.
Okay. Oh God, no! I don't want to turn this. We're talking to Mad. This is not the Josh rant episode, but I want to ask Mad how he feels about it, rather than me just spitting fire. Mad, two questions I've got for you on that one. So sure. It's been really fun watching the streamer interaction with hardcore, and like I said, look, it's very, very popular. It goes without saying, people always give streamers shit for doing this, but it's like, what do you think is going to happen? Of course they're going to play the popular version of the game. Whatever's going well, streamers will gravitate towards, and that's fine. But a lot of publicity comes to the way in which streamers will level their hardcore characters. And so you're talking about the clip where like Grays for Days, infamously died in a UBRS run on his druid when he was rather controversially alt-tabbing and playing two characters at the same time, and, died on his fucking druid. And then he started a new character, and what he started doing is, for all intents and purposes, the WoW hardcore version of boosting, which is standing on a hyperspawn point with a couple of people, a healer and a DPS player, helping you out, making sure that you do 50% of the damage to get full experience from the mob, and just watching these hyperspawns go bananas. You can never die because you got a mate healing you, and the experience is like I said, it goes bananas. Now, my question, Mad, is... how do you feel about? Let me think of the way to fucking say this. God, what's the question here, Tito?
Don't be toxic. Don't be toxic.
No, yeah, well, no, that. Sorry, you just reminded me. Thank you. That is the question. How have you felt historically, Mad, about commenting on things you see in the game that just so happens to have been done by a streamer? So, like, I'll give you an example. I made a joke about this on Twitter the other day, the hyperspawn thing, and I was like, this is lame to see this in hardcore WoW. And a listener had a go at me and said, Josh, don't be a drama llama. You're better than that. You're not the content creator that has a go at other content creators. And I'm like, you're right. I've historically stayed away from getting involved in those waters. However, I've always been like, but if like a piece of news comes up, and it just so happens that it is a streamer who did it, doesn't mean I can't talk about it because it's a streamer. Like, it's still newsworthy, has always been my take. But how have you gone historically with wanting to address things, whether they be controversial or not, in game, and dance around, the fact that maybe it's a streamer you might be criticizing? Do you know what I mean?
I mean, there's always going to be drama. That's always going to have potential for drama, for sure, between different communities, because people kind of look at streamers as sort of like a team, right? So if a streamer calls out another streamer or comments about it, you have like two communities kind of going after each other.
Yeah.
I don't really know too much about it, but I heard that there's something like Stay Safe and Peo are kind of
they've been having beef lately. Yeah.
I guess that I'd try to avoid that personally, because it's not that it's more of just like not really having room in my life for drama personally. It's not really like, it's kind of hard to explain, I suppose.
No,
but it's
I know
it's very, very touchy subject for sure, and it has the potential to cause a lot of drama. If a streamer, there have been cases to where people have done that with me, and usually what I try to do is just talk to them offline, right? If I've done something wrong, if somebody feels I've done something wrong to them, I try to solve it offline. If you do it in a public space, usually what happens is you kind of have these communities sort of trying to egg on a fight.
And then it's just the bigger community shouting down the other one.
Oh yeah, that's something else to consider as well. The size of communities. There's definitely like a power dynamic as well. If it's like a bigger streamer going after a smaller streamer, for sure, that's something to consider. I don't know. I really haven't been involved with the drama with other streamers,
and that's why people love you, mate. That's a good thing. And like I said, historically, I've avoided it as well. And quite frankly, no one wants to see it. Like, it is such a turn off to the viewers and the listeners generally. They don't want to see their content creator going after other content creators and creating drama. I get that. So this is why I'm sort of addressing all this, because I'm like, I want to talk about this because it's news, but I don't want people to view it through the prism that it's like a personal attack, because I would have been talking about this whether or not it was a streamer.
I guess the way that in this particular situation, I wouldn't, if you're just asking me, right, and this is just me, but I would avoid mentioning names, and I would say, well, it's kind of against the idea of hardcore. Like, the whole point is to challenge yourself, right?
Right.
And not mentioning any names or anything, but I think like maybe it should be something that should be nerfed, because there would be people who would watch that and they would do the same thing. And I don't know. It's also kind of awkward as well, because you kind of get into, at what point are you like gatekeeping gameplay as well?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And who's the arbiter of what's allowed and what's not allowed? Ultimately, it's Blizzard. I guess I would say if I was a Blizzard developer and I saw that clip, I would say to myself, well, the whole point is kind of hardcore, right?
Yeah.
It's all about the challenge. And it's like mage boosting in Scarlet Monastery is sort of against the spirit of the game, if you will. And it has a lot of negative stuff. Like it kind of empties the world of players. It makes the world seem dead. And it kind of promotes people to be antisocial. Yeah, I guess for me, I would call it out, but I wouldn't maybe name a name in an effort to avoid drama.
And yeah, the cat's out of the bag on that one. That's why you're a classier individual than I am, Mad, because I've already thrown the name out there. But like you say, I think you raise such phenomenal points, because as soon as you see the clip, those are the major talking points that should immediately jump to the forefront of people's minds. Is that like, and again, of course it doesn't affect the way that we play the game, but it's just asking the viewer, how do you feel about this in general? And it's kind of like, I think awkward is the best way to describe it, Mad, because you've got this push and pull effect going on in your own head as you watch this person just destroying this hyperspawn point with the assistance of his friends, and you're like, well, isn't this literally called hardcore? Like, everything I'm seeing on the screen right now defeats the very purpose of the server. But then the pull effect, and you've fucking hit the nail on the head, is, hang on, we very much so usually stand by the edict of don't tell people how to play the game, and we don't pay their sub fee, blah 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 blah. They can do what they want, and it's awkward. It's an awkward feeling.
It's a gray area for sure.
Tito, what's your take on it, my friend?
Look, my opinion's coloured by, I think, a couple of different things, which Greys shouldn't be on the other end of, which is Bloodsail, playing on Bloodsail, playing in Hardcore Elite, playing with the add-on. In general, a lot of the people who pipe up on Reddit and in forums and stuff are so judgmental about how you're playing it, and you're calling yourself hardcore. And now we see this and we're like, and you guys were having a crack at us and calling ourselves hardcore, and this is what's happening.
Yeah.
But to be honest, I've never heard Greys judge someone else for playing a game a certain way. He shouldn't be on the other end of it. So if he's playing within the rules of the game that we've got, fine. But it's more using, I guess when I'm commenting on it, I'm more using him to have a crack at Jay. And other people who had a crack at how we were playing with the add-on and how it's so cheatable and anyone can turn the add-on off and this, that, and the other thing. It's like, this is so free. This game mode is so easy. It's not. It's just not the same thing.
My toxic piggyback off of that, Tito, is this part, which, I mean, I can't stress this enough. I would be saying this whether this was a streamer or not. But just talking about like that, not the player, talking about that tune in general, right? I feel very odd about a tune being boosted or power leveled in a hardcore WoW environment that then rocks up to raid at 60 and be like, all right, boys, let's fucking go. Let's do this. Here I am, 60, bing, bang, boom, let's raid. And I'm kind of like, motherfucker, like, you might not have made it here without the assistance. Like, I feel weird raiding next to you. But again, I mean, fuck, they can do what they want. If that's how they want to attack the challenge, that's their fucking call. But also, like, I would feel, I don't know, if I was in a 5-man dungeon with someone that got boosted, I'd be a bit uncomfortable. I don't know. Yeah,
look, like, Madseason's a really one of the reasons I really like Madseason is that your character is almost iconic to WoW, right? And like your Toon, who's, you know, with the red hat and the Flame Guard gauntlets and the High Warlord, there's something very RP in a really cool way about it. Like, that Toon has a history, and Hardcore was developed on an RP server, or not developed, but you know what I mean. We started playing this game on a RP server, and thinking about these characters as characters with a story, with a backdrop, with a life behind them is kind of cool. And that character, when he hits 60, is just going to be a fucking, you know, rich little piggy who had everything handed to him.
Yeah, almost like a character copy type situation. But anyway, I don't want to get too bogged down in it. I don't want to, like I said, we don't want to make it start to sound personal, because it's not personal. It's more just the topic in general about how you feel about boosting in hardcore, because it only took 2 weeks to see the first example of it. But anyway, moving right along, Mad, what other classes have titillated you in the hardcore environment?
Well, Rogue, like I said, I got one to 15 already. I want to do Warrior for sure. Well, actually, if I enjoy it enough, I kind of wanted to do a bit of a challenge. I wanted to get every class to level 60.
Oh, I love it. I fucking love it.
Because I'm not sure if I'm going to raid, honestly. Like, I'm sort of the mindset of where if I get my own character killed due to my own stupidity, you know, whatever, that's fine. But if I hunted in a raid and, you know, I accidentally pull Ragnaros early or something because I slipped my finger on multi-shot,
you'd be gutted.
Terrible.
You'd be absolutely gutted.
You mean like that one hunter who pulled Baron Geddon into the raid and blew up a priest?
When did that happen?
I didn't see that, no.
I'm just having a crack at Oradar. He's from Hardcore Elite.
Oh, okay. Very good.
He's a griefer agent.
Yeah. Oh dear. By the way, guys, I'll just throw this out there. Everyone listening along live on YouTube, if you're in the Discord, in the town hall, guys, if you do have a question for Mad, I just want to throw this out there. You're more than welcome to put your hand up and jump in for a quick guest spotlight and posit a question to Madseason. Mad, you'd be okay with taking a question from the crowd every now and again, yeah?
Yeah, let me have it.
Yeah, so guys, if you have something you've always wanted to ask Mad, in relation to trying to keep it hardcore centric, feel free to put your hand up and ask him. You guys, you got the Discord link and everything. You can figure it out. But anyway, Mad, it's a really good question because I try not to cast my mind too much to the future to level 60 because I don't want to be that guy that starts talking level 60 when I could die tomorrow at 37, 38 and be fucking devastated. But like, if I should be lucky enough to get there, I'm kind of like, yeah, you're going to be called upon to make a decision of what to do next. And I've lightly talked about it with my friends like Tito and Jay and whatnot, saying like, what would you do? And the vast majority of people I've spoken to have no inclination whatsoever to raid. But things like, maybe doing like, the Dungeon 2 set or something could be a bit of fun. And that does appeal to me because I'm tanking and I would love to just be a 60 tank that's just available to my mates, be on call, run them through, try to get some gear. I think that'd be more fun than raiding, to be honest.
You better be careful though, because you'll dip your toe further and further because, well, I'm dungeon geared now.
Yeah.
I may as well step into Molten Core.
Yeah, that's how they get you.
What you could do is just set the goal of your character, keep like treating it more like an RP game as well. Kill the boss of every dungeon, and then you're completed your 60. You've made it to 60, and you've proven yourself at 60. There you go.
Oh, it'll feel really good tearing through Gnomragon at 60 because I've avoided it. I've avoided it in the leveling process.
I meant the level 60 dungeons, but okay. Killing Baron Rivendare might feel a little bit better.
Oh, mate. Have you been doing dungeons, Mad?
No, I haven't. Not on my hunter. Just for the same reason. I don't want to. Well, I have feigned death now, so I would definitely live if I wiped everyone. But I might have survivor's guilt.
Definitely.
Well,
I've seen plenty of people mess up their feigned death.
Yeah, I guess it could resist.
Yeah,
it could resist. I don't know. I might. I haven't done any yet, but I think I'd probably do it without a pet.
Right.
I don't trust myself with a pet right now.
Fair enough,
mate. You know what, you could just jump in the Discord with us if you want.
Yeah, you've got to get your ass over to fucking Defias Pillager.
I got my rogue at 15.
At Defias?
On Defias.
Oh, very good. Yeah, we'll have to we'll get you involved.
Set up a deadline for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah,
Matt,
I love that actually.
Here's a question for the crowd.
I don't have a group. I'm completely my old guild Crusade. They're not doing hardcore, so I'm completely solo.
Oh, mate, we'll sort you out. You find us on weekends. We line up on your Friday and Saturday nights. We'll sort you out.
Sure. I love that.
Here's the question from the crowd that we've all been waiting for. Synergize. Madseason, what's your favorite candy bar?
My favorite candy bar? Probably Butterfinger.
Oh, there you go.
I love Butterfingers. I love Butterfingers on ice cream.
Are you an ice cream guy? I'm an ice cream guy. I'm a huge ice cream guy.
Oh yeah, I love ice cream.
Why do you say that like it's a rare thing?
Well, no, like everyone loves ice cream, but nobody ever fucking eats it. I feel like people don't actually go out of the way that often to like hunt down ice cream.
Yeah, no, I don't.
I do it on a regular basis. Patricia, and I, the late night trip to get ice cream, she's familiar with it. Like, I love it. All right, Jordan, thank you so much for the super chat. You're a fucking legend. Thank you. I appreciate you. Let's go. Mad, let me look at my little list of topics that I wanted to talk about here. Look, Makara has been unbelievable publicity, I think, for the hardcore servers as well. I think even the classic staff are coming out and saying, like, well, I mean, they're saying it's turned into what they hoped it turned into, but I think it's probably fair to say it's exceeded their expectations. And I'm sure many people were in this boat. A lot of us were saying before the release of hardcore servers, mate, no one's going to do fucking Makara. As if anyone is going to, beyond level 10 is going to throw it all on the line. And like, people have been, and it's been amazing. Some really famous or infamous clips already pouring through in the last 2 weeks of everyone building a massive circle around people, and maybe not the most elite PvP skills on display, but it doesn't fucking matter. They're fighting for their lives and they're doing the thing, and it's been a blast to watch. Mate, I mean, have you seen the clips, and do you have any dreams whatsoever of doing something like that yourself?
I don't know. It's huge. It's huge. You're risking hundreds and hundreds of hours. It is tough for sure. I have seen quite a few clips though, and I know the circles that you're talking about. I feel like hardcore, not necessarily even streaming, but just watching hardcore is probably one of the most interesting viewing experiences I've seen over like the past decade. And Makara is like a big part of that. I saw, and maybe you can answer me this question, because I don't know all the rules, but I saw a clip of Zico.
Yeah, I was going to bring it up.
And he slept a guy outside of the range, and he got a debuff. Is that debuff permanent?
No, so it lasts 3 in-game days. So
3 days of
not
okay.
IRL time. 3 days of slash played. So like the funny part of that was the debuff's going to last longer than the time it took him to get that character to that point. Yeah. So that we'll let people know. Obviously, if they're just listening in at home, there was a Zico clip that came out yesterday. Which is just unbelievable. Please go and seek it out. I'm almost disappointed because I feel like we've hit the peak Makara clip 2 weeks after the fucking server launch. I don't know if we can beat this one. Basically, a stream sniper came up to Zico. He was buffed to the hilt, ready to fucking take Zico down. And Zico had the wherewithal after about a minute and a half of running away from this guy to run to the border of the Makara, where you get the notification that you're about to get the coward debuff if you don't return to the arena. And he led the guy out there and then hit him with the fucking dream dust or whatever, the dust that puts you to sleep. And the guy got caught in the boundary. He then, I think, polyed him to make sure he stayed there. And the Makara ended when he got hit with the coward debuff for being outside for 10 seconds. And it was one of the biggest brain plays I've fucking ever seen. Just unbelievable. I mean, Tito, I'll get you to talk about it after Mad, but Mad, what was your reaction in the moment when you first saw it?
It was hilarious. I thought it was permanent though. I was hoping it was permanent. I'm a little disappointed to realize it ends after 3 days.
72 hours of played? That's might as well be permanent.
Yeah, no, but you just leave your character logged on at an inn for 3 days, don't you, Tito?
Don't do that.
Sorry, keep going, Mad.
No, I feel like already like hardcore is how many weeks old?
It's 2 weeks 2 weeks old, isn't it?
It's like 2 weeks old. There have already been so many insane clips and insane. It almost feels like a movie.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Tito, let me get your commentary on that clip, because I feel like I want to. If I had all the time in the world, Tito, you and I joked about this with you the other day. You and I would break down some of these more high-profile Makaras or death clips, like the Zapruder film in JFK. Mate, what did you make of Zico's clip?
I mean, I think it's pretty. It's slimy. It sucks to lose that way. It sucks like he didn't actually try to escape, to run away, right? So it's kind of unfortunate, but I like that it's happened, because that's now added a whole dynamic to this mode, where now you're scared to even step outside of the range, and set in case someone suddenly rocket fucking helmets you or something, and then your character's dead for 72 hours essentially, right? Like
Zico's just set the new Makara meta inadvertently. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, and it's this threat, it's this dynamic, it's this extra thing that everyone's, and it's suspense, right? Because you're worried, you're not sure where the line is. It's not like the big line when you start a duel, it's obvious on the ground.
Right.
You know, maybe someone develops a weak aura that shows you exactly where the border is so you can play around with it. But it's just such a new such a minor aspect to the dueling range. Like, okay, where's the range? I can't step outside of it, but it's massive because it's got everyone on edge at all times now.
Let me just say this one little bit of very tongue-in-cheek fun about this whole clip, though, because Zeke had a few clips come up now in the Makara area.
Yeah, the quest level up.
Yeah. You're spot on, because I'm going to bring that up. Obviously, he had one last week where he won a Makara, where he's a very big brain player. He had the wherewithal to turn in a quest halfway through a Makara, ding, get the health bar back up to full, and laugh his way through the victory on that one. But I really want you to remember that example as we contrast that with what happened here with the coward debuff, because before we get into it, the primary question for both of you is, what are the rules in a Makara? Is it no fucking rules, you do what it takes to survive? Or is there some form of honor to be abided by? Because I think no rules. I literally, you're fighting for your life, do whatever the fuck it takes.
Mm-hmm. There's no rules in Warcraft.
I think with the official server coming out, hardcore before was community run, and it was the add-on, and it was honor. Everything was based on personal honesty and honor. With official, we're getting the anything goes, you can do whatever you want. On the beta, there was that duel tournament, and there was a bit of drama about I forget who it was, but they killed KO with this level 50 pet. And that kind of set the precedent, and I think it had been decided at that point, essentially, anything goes. We're all the same rule set. There's no way to cheat, hide anything.
Okay.
Everyone can do the same thing.
So you're a vote for anything goes. Mad, are you a vote for anything goes?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I mean, everything's on the line, so anything goes. That's the way that I look at it.
I agree.
It's going to be very, very hard to hold yourself to some sort of honorable rule when you're about to watch hundreds of hours disappear right before you.
I completely agree.
Real stakes. Yeah.
And I'm fucking Captain Honor in regular WoW PvP. I'm the guy that yells at people for being douchebags and jumping people at 5% and stuff, and I'm the one that tries to create rules that don't exist about fair fights in WoW Classic PvP, which is a fucking laugh in and of itself. So keep that in mind when I say that in hardcore World of Warcraft, if you fucking hit that Makara button, I'm sorry, we've all decided all rules are off the table. You do what it takes to survive. Zico himself said that in the clip last week when he dinged halfway through the fight. He laughed and said, mate, there's no fucking rules in a Makara, right? So then I have to cheekily bring up the fact that Zico himself during the latest clip was like, oh, look at this motherfucker with all the buffs, mate, like, you piece of shit, fucking, do you want world buffs as well? Like, don't you think you've got enough? Mate, you can't say that and then also on the other hand say there's no rules in a Makara, right?
Zico is a self-prescribed goblin, and he's been calling himself one since the first clip I ever saw him on in the demo, classic demo, or the classic way back before 2019. So you take a duel with him, expect egregious statements that he backtracks on, expect everything. He is a outright straight up goblin, and he knows it.
Yeah. Mad. I don't get me wrong, I like Zico. I just had to have a bit of tongue-in-cheek fun at that one.
No, that's what I love about Zico. I don't want him to change at all.
All right, Mad, I'll throw this one at you from the crowd. We've got a couple of questions from the crowd I'll throw at you.
Sure.
So Morgan says the following: Mad, when you lose a hardcore character and you go again, do you make sure you go back to your place to the place of death to get revenge, or do you tend to stay away because you know now it's dangerous or bad luck?
No, we got revenge. We got revenge on both of our hunters. We went back. We got
Yes.
trogged and we got orked. We went back and we got revenge.
Very
I
good.
think the same level too. No, I'm extremely stubborn. When I lost my 2 hunters, people said make a new class. No. I'm gonna hit 60 on hunter, the hardest class.
I kind of feel the same about warrior. If I died tomorrow, I think I'd roll another warrior.
You gotta.
It took me
Absolutely.
8 warriors to get to 60. You gotta do
Yeah.
it. You just bash your head against the wall until you succeed.
The way I see it is, if you switch classes, you're defeated twice.
Oh,
Once
I
when you
like
when you
it.
switch.
I like it. All right, this one, I think the answer is relatively self-evident, but we'll bring it up for a laugh anyway. Mad, I'll throw this one at you. Hunger says, look, how do you might be saying this again, tongue very firmly in cheek. Hey, Mad, how do you think the corrupted blood incident would go down in hardcore?
Oh my god! I think they should bring it back just for hardcore.
Well, I think they're kind of doing. Haven't we already had a server crash in Europe that was the death of many players, wasn't it, Tito?
I've actually missed that. I'm not sure.
Yeah, not many people talked about it, but apparently it did happen on like day 3 or something. Stitches went down for like a few minutes, and I don't know, who knows? But God, I mean, if you die to a server DC, my heart goes out to everyone, and it is happening a lot.
yeah.
People who are dying from DCs.
That's bad.
Yeah.
It's the worst feeling in the world. I think no one wants to think about it, but
Yeah.
it's a possibility for anyone at any moment, right?
Oh, can I just say though, and like, you know, again, trying to avoid being toxic, but I have little love for people who say this. You see the Reddit comments from people commenting, like, you know, someone will throw up a clip of a horrible DC death, you know, the very famous one again just yesterday. And these clips are coming in such an amazing rate. Like you said, Mad, we're only 2 weeks in and we've got so much content already of outrageous shit. I don't know if you saw yesterday, mate, the warrior that fell through the floor in Sunken Temple.
Really?
Yeah, so I'll have to send you the clip. Basically, he hit a corner, like he's going down a staircase, and he hit a corner in Sunken Temple that just clipped him through the world. He fell through and died a second and a half later.
Oh no.
He was like level 50 or whatever. There wasn't much love lost for him, though. Apparently, he was a super toxic player. But either way, it scared the shit out of everyone. And you see comments in the Reddit threads from some people, not many, just a couple. Some people going like, Blizzard needs to restore their character. This should be like appealable. And it's like, no, motherfucker. You signed that contract when you fucking created this character. This is a part of the deal.
It's a slippery slope too, because if that's appealable, you have to appeal other stuff too. That's the issue with it that I feel like people aren't considering. Like, if you start appealing disconnect deaths, well, what about lag? You don't disconnect, but you lag.
Yeah.
And it also introduces a whole element of, I guess they could look at server logs, but you can also like doctor footage as well to make it look like you disconnect. And it just, I don't know, it would open like a whole Pandora's box, I feel.
Yeah.
If you start bringing it appealing.
ISPs and stuff, it's like
Yeah.
And I see this comment a lot as well. Done like I truly hope you're joking, but a lot of people either make this joke or are being serious when they say it. And if you're being serious, I'm just like, come on, bro, like, come on. People who joke about like, yeah, he's joking. Some people aren't though when they say it. And a lot of people throw out the, oh, bet you Blizzard will let you buy a res on the fucking shop soon. Like, just this isn't the token boost conversation. Now you're just getting stupid.
I don't think that. I mean, I don't think they'll do that.
It's not even, I don't think. They won't. Lock it in. If you think they will, you are a fool. Quote me when they do it, but it's never happening. I'm sorry. Don't be that pessimistic.
I've definitely joked about that before. I don't think they would. For card, that would be, even for Blizzard, that would be pretty bad. I think it would kill hardcore servers.
It's so the probability of happening is beyond, like, you know, the figure beyond 0 to the point that, like, you know, I'll say, like, I can't even talk about it because it's just not happening. But anyway, like, I can't take that conversation that seriously. But anyway, fucking moving right along. Oh dear, what else did I want to ask you about Madseason? Let's see here. Oh yeah, obviously we saw the Molten Core clear. You saw the guys rip through and get through Molten Core without a death. They want to tackle BRD this weekend, I believe. I'm sure they'll be fine.
Black Lair, you mean?
So what did I say?
BRD.
Oh yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah, fucking BWL. Mates, it's one of those things where they make it look so easy when we know as Classic players, people want to like talk about Molten Core, like, oh man, it's Molten Core, ho hum, of course you can fucking get through there without a death. It's not quite that simple, and I think the respect should still be shown. Yeah,
absolutely, easier said than done.
Did you?
It's very. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say, did you see the BRD, the BRE got deleted today?
Yeah, I saw Joker died. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, well, I mean, again, that was his fault. Like, watch that threat meter, and you're like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
But like, it sucks. Yes, go, Matt. Sorry.
Well, speaking of raid progression, I wanted to actually ask you guys a question. Turn the interview around on you. What do you think about all phases being out on release instead of doing how they did in the re-release, where you have phase 1, a few months later you have phase 2, phase 3, and so on?
I've been totally fine with it because, like we said, like, such a slim percentage of the player base is going to get to 60, and then an even slimmer percentage. Like, I think even though everyone has been saying this. Willie just released a video today that reiterated the point, and I think everyone really needs to kind of think about this for a second, is that part of the reason you're enjoying hardcore service so much is it really does feel like the game felt when it first came out, because not only just is the game hard again, but you are he brought up little things that we, like I said, we all thought about, but it was good to hear it out loud again. The reverence for higher level characters again, the reverence for good gear, the reverence for someone at 60 with an epic mount. The ability to flex that kind of shit. And then you've got, gear feeling more important. You've got the world feeling more important. You've got all these little things coming together, and as we say, like, not so many at this stage, bots or gold buying going on. Stay tuned. Everything is feeling more like 2004 than Classic did in 2019. Would you agree with that, Mad?
I mean, I can speak from a personal level, absolutely. I actually mentioned this on my stream quite a few times. I outright say that it feels like how it was in 2000. I started in March of 2005. I was a little bit late as a holdout from SWG. But it just, like, everything matters more. Every decision matters. You're scared of the world. The world feels like bigger. You see a higher level. You're like, oh my God, that guy is really cool or has no life. It just feels like that's a really great way of putting it, actually. It feels much more like the original release than it did of the re-release back in 2019. No, I agree wholeheartedly with that. I think that's one of the major reasons, the challenge aside, is why it's so popular.
And I would say to people, if you're skeptical of what we're talking about here, go and do some dungeons, because I mean, I'm tanking dungeons at the moment, so obviously I control kind of the pace in which everything goes, but I think you're seeing in general dungeon play, because you got one life, is being played so much more so like it was in 2004 when we didn't know what the fuck we were doing. People are pulling single packs, people are being very very slow and steady and cautious, and there's no fucking spell cleave, melee cleave, fucking any of the shenanigans that we saw in Classic, the boosting, all that shit. People are playing the game sort of you know, even though we don't necessarily always like this term, as the designers intended. We are just clearing from room to room, being careful. We're using CC. We're respecting mobs' abilities, all this fucking shit. And dungeons, look, even though I've never been a person who's had a problem with the dungeon taking a little bit long, I'm not someone who complains about not speeding through a dungeon, but it feels really good to me taking that extra 20 minutes and having it feel like an old school dungeon.
Yeah, it feels like you're dungeon crawling.
Yeah.
Again, as opposed to, all right, let me just complete this quest real quick without even thinking about it, and just speeding, going through a dungeon as fast as your character can walk.
Yeah. Frontier went into Scholomance with 2 warlocks, 2 mages, and a priest.
Yep. This feels like the start of a joke.
Oof.
Yeah, it does. But not all of them walked out, and it felt so good for me to see, because it's like, easy game, we can do this. You know, let's do a spell cleave. Nope, you killed the priest.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I saw
You gotta respect the game. You gotta play it like you're meant to play it.
I saw a 60 rogue die yesterday in Scolo as well. So that's part, like, the massive fun of this stage of the game is seeing the people who have like blitzed it to 60 starting to fall in dungeons on the pre-raid bis grind. And like, I not that, like, you know, it doesn't matter if you fucking had the time to play. I'm not giving shit to people that have had the time to get to 60 already. That's not what it's about. But like, the fact that the danger always exists, and even these players that like are like, oh, I'm gonna fucking be one of the top dogs on this server, are getting knocked down a peg and having to reset because they're then slipping up in dungeons. And like, I really enjoy, I don't know if you guys do this, Mad. I presume I think you said you had the Deathlog add-on, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I really like when you see that first notification pop up where like, so-and-so, the warrior or paladin or druid has died in a dungeon. Mate, I sit up, I scooch a little further forward on my seat, and I go, oh, here it comes. Is it going to be a wipe? No, and I'm like, I'm horrible. I'm hoping it is a wipe. And I'm like, come on, let it rain. And usually you do get 1 or 2 more. It's so fun.
It is. It's fun. Oh, I just seen somebody died at level 40.
Oh,
Eastern
no.
Kingdoms.
Oh, no. Rip to the
I
fallen.
like the last words as well. That's a really, really good touch.
What are some of the best ones you've seen? I've seen some crackers.
Mine was, want to check out that chest? Apparently they shouldn't have.
Oh my God. I took screenshots of a couple of beauties yesterday. Let me just pull that up. While I'm pulling that up, let me throw in some questions from the crowd. We're getting some really, really good questions from the crowd. Thank you so much, guys, right now. Mad, I'll get you started on this one, Tito. Piggyback off Mad if you can while I'm finding this screenshot. Madseason. This is a fucking great question. Thank you so much, Kale. With the overwhelming success of Hardcore, do you believe that another game mode server for WoW would be made? And if so, what could it be, or what would you want?
For retail WoW, classic WoW?
For Classic.
For classic? Oh God, I don't know. That's a tough one. What game mode would I want?
Well, first and foremost, do you think they'd be open to, like, we saw they did Season of Mastery, and they were happy to mix things up for the classic players in that regard. But now that they've tried this kind of wild and wacky rule set with Hardcore, do you think that they would be open to, like, bending the rules a bit and doing something like this again?
I think so. As long as I mean, we're only in week 2, so we have to see how much interest goes through the rest of Hardcore, how long people are interested in it. It's looking very promising right now, but yeah, I think so. It's been wildly successful so far, and I think they would definitely be open to more game modes. I'd really have to think about what kind of game modes, though, because there's so much you could do.
Earth WoW.
Earth WoW.
Ultra rapid fire. Every skill has no cooldown. You can spam it. No, that'd be dumb.
All right, I found one of my screenshots from yesterday. So here's your last words. BRB gonna let the dog out.
Oh,
Very good.
level 39 warrior just died to Fosrak
Oh,
in Arathia Highlands.
Oh,
You gotta applaud him for trying, right? Like, respect.
that's the giant with the rats, right? The
Yeah.
kobolds.
Yeah.
All right, very good. Tito, what did you think on Blizzard doing another mode? Would they be up for it? And if so, what would they do, or what would you want?
Nah, I'm happy with WoW how it is. I don't really want anything else. I don't mind, maybe just some slight tweaks to mana efficiency for some classes, but
Yeah, so you want Season of Mastery too?
yeah, just Season
Yeah.
Mastery too.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, here's
The solo self-found tick,
Well, the self-found is coming. I mean, God
But
knows
that's what
when,
they
but
said it's
apparently
coming,
that's coming. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So they announced that. They announced that a couple of weeks ago, Mad. That at some
It'll be-
stage they're going to do hardcore self-found mode.
So that'll be a whole new server that everybody has to.
Well, no, I would
Yeah.
think it'll be the same server, but you can like tick a box or something probably when you start your
Yeah.
character. Yeah.
Oh.
So
maybe-
essentially they announced that they haven't finished developing the game, but they're going to launch it anyway. That's how I took that announcement.
Basically, yeah.
Hmm.
Oh dear. All right, here's another one. I got a question for Mad from back. Mad, you said you didn't like the direction WoW was heading and you stopped playing. But if they do make a Classic Plus, would you play it, or will it depend on what that Classic Plus is before you want to try it out?
It depends. It honestly depends. Like, because Classic Plus could be like anything. It's so open ended. Nobody really knows what Classic Plus would be. My fear is that Classic Plus would be so big, and it would require enough development resources for them to do it. I feel like they would maybe have to try to monetize it. Like if you're talking new zones, if you're talking new raids, if you're talking class balance, you're talking all this stuff, new art models or new creatures, so art models for the new creatures or whatever the case may be. That's a lot of development resources.
Yep.
And my fear is that they would have to monetize it, but in what way would it be monetized? Like if there was a box price, if you paid $50, because Classic is aside from the subscription fee, it's free, right? If you paid like a box price, I'd be fine with that. And it really depends on like what they do, like what changes they have. I have a lot of ideas certainly, but it's so open ended. It's kind of hard to say one way or the other.
Tell me what's
heavily for me.
Tell me what's at
Go
the top of your list that you want to see.
Well, we remove shamans. We make elemental mastery, guarantee their next spell not crit as opposed to crit. No, on a serious note, I guess if you said that if you put me in if you thought of me as a Blizzard developer, what would I do?
Yep, you got the dev hat on right now.
I would try to do as many things as close as possible to the original release. You know, all the stuff that didn't make it to the game due to time constraints or they just changed their mind. So it'd be like the Karazhan Crypts.
Yeah.
Would be one. You do something with that, like a raid with that. I think you could turn Mount Higel into a 60 to 70 level zone, assuming you increase the level cap for Classic Plus. You could turn Ghostlands and Eversong Woods, or is it Eversong Woods above Eastern Plaguelands?
The Blood Elf Zone, yeah.
Yeah, the Blood Elf Zone. Instead of like a 1 to 20 zone, you could turn that to 60, 70 zone. There's a MOBA battleground in Ashara that I would probably do. Basically all the stuff that was scrapped for the game. I think that would be a really, really good place to start for Classic Plus. As far as class balance is concerned, I would probably try to bring up a lot of the really weaker specs, like balance spec for druids. I would bump red paladins up a little bit, but I wouldn't do it at the expense of uniqueness. Like they need to remain unique.
Yeah.
Their toolkit needs to remain special and unique to them.
Yeah. So just flat out like damage and mana buffs for the classes that need it.
Maybe. I would also try to do like interesting. I don't know. It's hard to say because it's really just dependent on each class. I'd have to like sit down with each spec, but I think I would do flat out damage and mana increases. But I would try to do some other interesting stuff as well. Professions, I'd probably touch professions. I mean, obviously, if you're doing 60 to 70, you need to update professions for that. I would be a fishing master. I would like spam fishing. I would do lots of fishing stuff because I love fishing in the game. I'd have like a legendary fishing pole. I would have raid bosses, sort of like in BC. You fish up, what's his name in Serpent Shrine?
Yeah, I forget the name, but yeah.
Or Gazrenka in ZG, of course. Yeah, I would do lots of fishing stuff too.
Give us that fishing book that gives you, find fishing.
Right, yeah, that they put in BC.
Yeah,
I'd probably put that in.
Mates, I'll say this much on it, Matt. I've said it on the show a few times, but obviously I haven't talked to you about it. I personally think Classic Plus is a foregone conclusion. I think absolutely
You think so?
brace yourself for that big announcement to come at BlizzCon this year. And people always say to me, like, oh, you got the inside information. Like, I don't know a fucking thing, but, based on my reasonable conclusions from what I've seen and heard and just the vibe of everything right now, I can't see them not listening to the immense call for it. Just like, we once called for Classic and we got it. And, we called for Hardcore and we got it. Well, we've been calling for Classic Plus and I think we're going to get it. So I'm as everyone says, it all just falls down to how they are going to define a Classic Plus. What extra kind of work and content that's going to mean to them that they're able to produce. But I think that 1000% lock it in, Eddie, for me. We're getting some form of big announcement. Guess what, guys? Here's a new fucking vanilla experience for you. I don't even think they'll call it Season of something. They might even just fucking throw it out there as like, I don't know, just Classic Plus. I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, it's very, very possible. You said Cataclysm Classic. Do you think that's on the table as well?
Yeah, I do. I changed my mind infamously on the show a few weeks ago where I talked myself out of the fact. I said to myself, yeah, I've been saying for ages they're going to do Cataclassic, but now I don't think they are if they're doing Classic Plus. And I had listeners immediately point out to me all the signs that I was ignoring that Cataclassic is 1000% on the way as well. And I was like, yeah, you're right. What the fuck am I talking about? Of course they're doing Cataclassic. So yeah, I think that it's going to be a really, really big BlizzCon, quite frankly. Like it's going to be, they had to come back with a huge bang. And I think they will, because they've got the survival game announcement. I reckon they're going to do Classic Plus. I reckon they're going to do Cataclassic. They're going to announce the next retail expansion. Like that's 4 massive things right there. I think they are just wanting to party like it's 1999 this November at Anaheim. And they're getting ready to fucking go ballistic. So yeah, I mean, I'm ready for it all.
I'm sure if I would do Cataclysm Classic.
Oh, I'll play for 2 weeks and quit. Don't get me wrong. No, I'm not. Look, Matt, I'd actually like to hear your thoughts on this for sure. I've been saying on the show, look, so far, the Classic timeline for me has completely mirrored my thoughts towards the original franchise. Like, you could plot my, positivity, negativity, and apathy almost with a direct correlation. If between when I first started WoW 15 odd years ago or whatever, and getting into Classic, where I'm like, fucking adored vanilla. Yeah, TBC was okay. Oh, I started to play less in Wrath. I'm not so sure about this. I'll play the first 2 weeks of Cata and then quit. I am not enthused in the slightest about Cata. I know a lot of people are. That's fine. That's great. But I found it personally a little bit odd how, and some people say the content creators have a little bit of a horse in, a dog in the race if they're pumping up Cata because they want people to keep watching their fucking content. A lot of the content creators now, the line has become, we were all wrong on Cataclysm. How could we all be so wrong? It's actually a fucking amazing expansion. Oh my God, this game is so good, blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like, nah, like we all played it 15 years ago. We're not like, it's not like we all fucking didn't know what we were doing back then, I'm not going to be into it. It's just ventured too far from what in Wrath. It's ventured too far from what I love about the game being classic, and Cataclysm is absolutely a step too far. Look, I might play it. I might enjoy it because I still enjoy MMOs at the end of the day, but it won't be like classic. So I'm not particularly enthused. Are you even going to play it?
Well, for me, it's like, I know that, so Cataclysm was 2010, right? So that would be 6 years after vanilla release.
Wasn't Wrath 2010? Hang on one second.
I think Wrath was 2008, November
Yeah, you're
2008,
probably
if I'm not mistaken.
Uh,
I know that it's closer to, like, timeline-wise, it's closer to vanilla than it is to Dragonflight today.
You're right. 7 December 2010 was release.
Okay. But, like, to me, Cataclysm feels closer to retail than it does to vanilla. You know what I mean?
1,000%.
So it's like, I don't know. They are still very different, but for me, it's like more of a modern version of World of Warcraft. So at that point, I would probably just play the modern version of WoW, like Dragonflight. Yeah. I kind of have bad feelings with Cataclysm as well. Not even just due to the game at all. That's when my guild died.
Oh,
My
right.
guild from vanilla, we disbanded. We stopped raiding in Cataclysm Classic. So I don't know. That expansion just kind of makes me sad, just based off of that alone. I guess personally, I wouldn't play it, but I'm with you. You know, I share the mindset of, you know, if somebody else enjoys it, yeah, have a blast, and I hope, you know, you guys get it and you have fun with it. Certainly, it's just not really for me, I guess.
Yeah, fair enough. We'll see what happens. We'll wait and see what happens. Mate, I think we're kind of coming to the close. I think, Tito, what have we left off the table? Anything you're dying to ask Mad before we let him go and wrap it up?
I'm just keen to keep seeing your videos. Glad you're back.
Well, thank you. Good to be back.
Yeah, it's good to have you back for sure.
I'm glad.
Mate, I look, we'll have to stay in touch, obviously, and see how your hardcore character is going. And I'd love to chat to you, Matt, after BlizzCon. So we'll stay in touch and see if we can do a post BlizzCon breakdown of all the announcements we get.
Absolutely, let's do a BlizzCon stream or something.
Oh, I'd fucking love to. I'd love to, mate. I plan on getting on the beers during BlizzCon. We'll have to get you in on it for sure.
Sure.
We'll do the fucking Matt and Josh reactions to Classic Minus that they announce.
Classic Minus?
I'm joking. No, I'm sure it'll be great. I'm sure it'll be wonderful. Well, look, mate. Look, what I'll have to do is, you'll have to throw me your DM me your rogue's name or whatever on Defias, and I'll add you to my friends list and keep an eye out for you.
I'm Madseason.
Oh, there you go, Madseason. Very good, very good.
Yep.
I love it. Mate, please stay alive. Keep fighting the good fight. And any last words on hardcore before we go?
Watch out for Murlocs, I guess.
And get piercing Howl, you fucking assholes. All right, Matt, I have kept you long enough, mate. It's always a pleasure talking. Please, if you're comfortable with doing it, if you don't want to do it, I'll do it for you. Plug away. What are you doing? What should people look out for? Where can they find you? What's coming up for Madseason Show on YouTube?
Right now, I'm mainly streaming on my Twitch page at Madseason Show, and just videos. Honestly, I'm more active on streaming than I am with videos right now. But I do hope. I actually have one video almost done, and I hope to have it out within a week, and that'll be on my YouTube channel. So, yeah, mainly just Twitch and YouTube is where I'm active these days, and Twitter or X. I have no idea what's going on with Twitter.
Oh God, I don't think anyone does, even the owner. All right, mate. We'll leave you to it. And Tito, Sunshine, mate, always a pleasure. Thanks so much for tagging along for this one, Tito.
I'm glad I was here. Had a lovely time.
Mate, you and I'll have to press you. We'll the next episode we respect Madseason too much. We didn't turn toxic on this one, but you and I can turn toxic on the next one.
Sounds good. Rip apart some clips.
I'd love to rip some clips apart for sure. All right, guys. I'll love and leave you. Thanks so much, Matt. I'll talk to you later, mate. Have a good one.
Thanks for having me on, Josh.
See you, mate. Guys, I will keep the stream going because I'm going to play some hardcore. So that'll be fun. Thank you so much to Mad, obviously. Fucking that was just amazing. It's always fun to catch up with him. He's such a lovely guy. I feel I don't want to say this to his. I would say it to his face, but I want to gush over him when I'm not on the phone with him. I go like, he's just the nicest, So please do go and check out his content. He comes with, he doesn't need my fucking seal of approval. What a dumb thing to say. But I was going to say, like, I love his content. You'll love his content. Of course you love his content. You all already know him. He's 100 times bigger than I am. Go and support Madseason show and check out all the fun stuff that he does. And I killed you mid-sentence. What do you mean, Tito? What did I do? What do you mean? Let me just end the recording there. Very good. And I'll save that one. Save project as... where are we? Madseason. Save. Very good. Okay. Let's move this over here. Let's fire up some WoW. Yes. Oh. You wrecked your car on your way back from buying Wrath, or from reserving your copy. Are you serious, Pyrillin? Oh, that sucks. Oh, very memorable, unfortunate moment for you. That sucks. Oh. All right, guys, we're going to fire up some hardcore here. I'm not going to have any more beers. I just had the one. I want to be lucid for this warrior leveling session. What are we doing? We're going to do this, and then WoW should come up for you, hopefully. Yes, very good. I know what I've got to do. You're not hearing the sound yet because I've got to do this. Done. And yes. Okay. There you go. There's some WoW sound. All right, let's log in. All right. Let's see here. Have I gotten rid of the Discord on stream? I think so. Yes, we're good. We're good. Thank you so much. Just saying thank you again to Mad. He's so nice. He's so lovely. Okay. Hang on, what have I done here? Wait, Buffhead.
What was that?
What did I do before?
You just killed the fucking...
I killed the town hall.
Oh, you did that on purpose?
Yeah, I did it on purpose.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry, that's what I meant to do. So I ended...
In every other call I've ever been in, you always say goodbye, then and then you for the stream, and then you kind of say goodbye again.
I know, and I didn't do it that time.
But I mean, we probably kept him a long time. And
that's the thing. I didn't want to keep him longer and be like, mate, you got to stick around for another 5 minutes while I really say goodbye. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, fair call.
No, he's one of those blokes where, like, the bigger the streamer, the worse I feel for taking up their time.
Yeah. No, but he's so chill. He's not a big streamer, even though he is. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hang on. And yes. I'm just being asked if I want to do dungeons by someone in the guild, and I'm like, oh, I've got to save RFK and SM for friends tonight. So what did you have in mind? Ooh.
Yeah.
Options. Yeah. Oh shit! Look at my bags. What the fuck?
I gotta go take my daughter shopping for a party later today.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
But I'll be back for the 7 o'clock.
Yeah, I mean it's a long way off, but it'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
What am I doing here? Fuck. So what level are you now?
32 and a half.
32 and a half. Mate,
I'm catching up.
and I fucking knew this would happen. That's why I've sort of been pushing a little bit because I'm like, fucking Tito's going to be 60 tomorrow.
That's funny.
Oh,
I just killed the guy for Light of Balloon. I took the back path. You're right, it does exist. I can't believe I've missed it.
Yeah, so once you see it, I had the same feeling. How did I fucking miss this thing all these years?
I remember seeing it and being like, I just thought it was one of those classic things where it's like, oh, there's an art asset that looks really interesting that serves no purpose, and it's why I love the game. It actually does serve a purpose. Holy shit.
Hey Zenon, are you on Defias? I've got to sort of save RFK. I have to save RFK and SM for friends tonight. And a guy in guild just asked me if I wanted to do Nomragon, and I said respectfully, I'm never going there. So that's kind of all the dungeons I can do right now. There's nothing really for me. Stockade is the only one, or BFD.
You're like 10
music.
levels over that.
Oh, sorry, Orland, that's you. How are you, man? What's going on? Yeah, like, would you bother going to fucking BFD at my level? I don't think so.
No, not at all.
No. And Stockade is even like meh. Like, yeah.
Stockade's free experience. It's right there.
True.
It's pretty. It's passable. BFD flying out to Ashenvale, running through there, going into the
just to get the experience of like the last boss.
yeah, exactly. Maybe.
Yeah.
I think the last boss is 26 and you're 37, so it's probably still great for you.
Yeah, probably. I think I'm just gonna. Oh shit, my bags are horrid. I've got to actually sell some shit and bank hold some shit.
Playing mage, the bag space is it's nice compared to warrior.
Yeah,
it's fucking nice.
I fucking the one thing, like, backspace is so underrated. Like, that's why I like Hunter, but dealing with one less bag is actually a massive pain in the dick.
Yep.
Mate, some of those clips that are coming through are wild. What happened? What? Don't die, Tito.
No. 2 people died to Chok Sul.
Oh, just then?
Yeah.
I see.
Bolero and Fu Manchu.
Oh, mate, I've got. What have you got your minimum level at for Deathlog? I'm set at 30.
I've got it at 20.
Oh, 56 died in somewhere. 56 rogue.
I think. Don't quote me on this. I'm not 100%, but I'm 90% sure of this. If you see Eastern Kingdoms or Kalimdor,
yeah,
and you don't see a mob type and stuff like that, that's a DC death.
Really? Yeah, because a lot of them have popped up in Eastern Kingdoms, and I'm like, what is going on? Where are they dying?
So, generally speaking, when they log back on, you might see it again, and it'll have the details in there. But I'm pretty sure it means that someone was near them or something like that, and the add-on picked it up that they died, but didn't have the details from their UI. So, yeah, it's just. I think it's Eastern Kingdoms and Kalimdor when it's vague like that. It's a DC death, and you see that a lot. Gotcha. Alright, let's send some shit to my fucking bank hold. How much gold have I got? 10. I'll send some off. Send mail to Bank Costanza. You like that one? In our bedroom, we've got the Elaine dance in a big poster on our wall. Yeah, nice. It's like a step-by-step dance tutorial. I love it. I love everything about it. What am I going to do here? Have you been to that Melbourne Costanza bar? The Seinfeld bar? No, I didn't know there was... there's a bar in his honour in Melbourne. Yeah.
Really? There you go. Okay, what am I doing now? Tito. We'll make some bandages is what we'll do. Give me 1 sec, I'll just go check on Patricia. Hello? Okay, how are you going otherwise? All right. I fucking I took my sweet time getting my light balloon.
Yeah, I'm just getting that right now. Actually, I just got the head. I was thinking about the conference. I was thinking about the. Yeah.
Didn't you get? Did that one fly over your head, Buffhead?
What did I say? What did you say?
You said you're just getting the head now, and I said, "Are we still talking about WoW?"
Oh,
Oh, I got him.
I was oh, no, never mind. I was thinking about the chat and all that, just kind of zoned out running, and I was auto running down through Barrens. I almost ran into Crossroads.
Oh, mate, fucking.
I looked at the screen. I was like, yeah, everything's normal. Hang on, that's a fucking torrent.
Come on, mate.
Hey, the faction. I'm used to Horde. It's been a long time since I've played Horde. Actually, it's been like 2 years, but
I reckon
I'm still a Horde at heart.
I reckon a lot of people die to that, just forgetting what faction they're playing.
Yeah.
How you going? Oh my god. Is that for me? Thank you. The sacrifice. I don't know if you can see my stream. This is all the hair that my wife pulled off one of the dogs. Oh, is this one dog?
We don't have a black and white dog, do we?
Your stream.
No, we don't. This is one dog's hair. Wow.
Sheesh.
She's brushed them down today.
I feel like dog hair is one of those things where you think about a black hole and you think about like surely the hair has to stop coming off.
No, it doesn't. It never ends.
But then I still don't see their skin. They still don't go bald.
True. True.
I don't know. I can't even fathom it.
I'll be back in 1 second. Just got to throw this in the bin.
Have you felt how soft they are?
Oh, good job. She's asleep. Why not? Oh, you got your thing. Yeah. You could sneak in an hour. Alright. Let's fucking do this, Tito.
What are you doing?
Well, I'm going to level. That's what we're doing.
Oh, yeah.
What are you doing? Are you online?
Yeah, I'm just...
Are you not on my friends list, you cunt?
Probably not.
You fucking dog.
Alright, what do I...
Oh, well, no, I don't want to be on your friends list now if it's out of compulsion.
No.
You bastard. All right, what am I killing? Scorpions. What's your fucking idiot character's name?
I don't have an idiot character.
Oh my god. What's it called?
I'm just DMing you now.
Okay. There it is. That's right. Oh my god. There we go. And I've got to set a note because I always forget who fucking everyone is.
Holy shit!
What?
You can right click on a name in chat and you can copy character name.
Oh, okay. Wait, I think I knew that and I've forgotten. Yeah, you can.
All those weird characters.
Yeah. All right, the object of the day, Tito, is not to die. Do you think we can manage that? see how we go. Oh, why did I execute? I hate, like, I know we talked about this already, but I'm like, I've changed my mind on execute, where you and I talked about it, and I was like, oh, I don't think I'm going to use execute. Like, you rip it off a lot when it's like they're at 5% and it's kind of useless and you lose all your rage. But now I'm in love with it and I love hitting it and I'm just using it regardless.
Yeah, I was actually had a big chat with Tia last night about it as well.
Yeah, you get your rage back so quickly anyway, it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah, especially as dual wield.
Yeah.
With two hand, you execute. You're waiting quite a while to get. And I'm not sure. Do you have the charge talents? No, you don't, because you're Fury.
No, I don't.
But yeah, I think the amount of times towards the end of my leveling journey on Bloodsail, the amount of times you're like, oh, I'm going to save my rage, kill this mob, move on to the next one. In those last 2 seconds, I get a disease and a fucking bleed on me, and then I'm like, well, fuck, I should have pressed execute.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm all about it. You go improved execute, so you can execute for fucking 11 or 12 or whatever it is. Might even be 10, I don't know. And it's like, it's free. You just get an auto in, you execute, it's dead. Move on.
I reckon. I wasn't going to take improved execute, but now I am, because I'm using it so often. Yeah. So what am I going to do? Like, I'm going to have to... What do you reckon I should prioritize? So I unlock the next tier in like 2 levels. Would you prioritize improved execute or enrage? I think I'm going to go improved execute. Let me see.
Honestly, I might go
no. Enrage.
Enrage is too big. It's a 25% damage increase for the entirety of the fight, because you get crit quite a lot.
Yeah.
A 25% damage increase is crazy. It's just too crazy. Yeah. And I think Enrage unlocks something, doesn't it? You have to go Enrage to get...
You've got to go Enrage to get Flurry.
Yeah, you have. You just have to. You have to rush that. Well, because then the next point you're taking, you spend 5 there, you get Death Wish, then you go back. Yeah, I mean, much of a muchness, to be honest. I think it's up to you, but I would go in Rage. If you're fighting mostly green mobs, you know, for your next couple of levels, probably you don't need it. But dungeons, you get crit all the time. Enrage is massive for threat. It's massive for so many things. Yeah, no, I go Enrage. I've changed my mind again.
Go Enrage, all right.
For sure.
Ooh, here we go. Scorpions, very good.
Oh no, Zuck, my ass died.
No!
Oh no!
His name will sit on the lips of all of us forever. Zuck, my... Oh my god. Oh my god. Can I tell you my only massive complaint about Warrior at this point?
Yeah.
Whirlwind doesn't have an animation. And it feels really weird hitting it when your character kind of does nothing.
It does.
Does it? My character doesn't move.
No, you get the red spin around.
Yeah, you get... Well, no, you get the red shit around your weapons or something, but your character doesn't actually... Like, their body doesn't move.
No, yeah, there's the red swirl. It's the red swirl, right?
A red swirl around your weapons, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But your character doesn't, like, spin around or anything. Oh yeah, no, he does very, very, very quickly to the point that you miss it.
Yeah. I honestly don't care too much about animations.
Oh, how dare you?
I know it's big for you. I know that's the reason. Whenever we talk about Druid, that's the first thing you say.
Yeah.
I want to see my character. I want to see my gear.
Yeah, I want to see me die. I like grinding this area in Northwest Desolace. I love grinding the orc mobs here, the Burning Blade.
Oh,
32s.
it's nice, isn't it?
It's really good.
I think they've all got really low armor. It's
Yeah,
very
they're
nice
mostly
to just bomb them.
casters. It's
Yeah,
beautiful.
Yeah, and they do a lot of damage, which feeds you rage as well.
And they drop cash, which is great. Oh, la-ta-tee, la-ta-ta. I just kill them all. God, improved overpower feels amazing.
You've got your few. Can you show me your spec?
Yeah, hang on. So I'm 13, 14 right now. Hang on, I'll show you arms. Right? Have you got it up?
Yeah, just delay. Hefty delay.
Sorry about that.
Oh, I'm fine.
Should I just explain it to you?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm parry, tactical mastery, improved overpower, anger management.
Yep.
And then into fury, cruelty, improved demo shout, piercing howl, improved battle shout.
Yeah. See, that's the spec that I wished that I went, because you can overpower and you can whirlwind. Whereas as fury, rushing flurry. Because what if you had spent an extra 13 points in fury, where would you be up to?
I would be up to...
You'd be dumping the last few points into flurry, right?
No, I wouldn't be at flurry yet. Hang on, I'll tell you. Okay, so if I had 13 more points, we'd be one more there, so 12 left, 5 into enrage. Oh yeah, I'd be 2 points into flurry.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think staying in this spec is the best, because at 36, if you're rushing flurry, and at 36 you've got 1 point into flurry, you can't whirlwind and overpower. You have to make the choice. You waste so much rage. Whereas this, you can respec at 39 for 5 points in flurry, and then at 40 get bloodthirst. But I think I wish I even stayed this spec for longer, because you can't bloodthirst and whirlwind. You won't. There's at no point will you have 60 rage to spend, really, unless it's like right at the end of the fight.
Yeah.
So I think there's no value in having bloodthirst, because you can't bloodthirst, overpower, and
That's right.
whirlwind, and you never want to let an overpower slide by.
That's right. What's happening? You can pick your penis size in Baldur's Gate. You can pick the shape of your dick in Baldur's Gate 3. You can see the dick. Are you serious? Which, yeah, we'll play it soon. You're going to have a big dick in Baldur's Gate 3. The biggest dick. You'll have the biggest dick in the land. All right.
Amazing. That's actually rather important.
It is huge. Have you played it yet?
No. I will. I think I've got my best mate I've known forever is a big
D&D
RPG
guy.
player.
Yeah.
We play D&D every weekend for
Yeah.
years. We used to always play Baldur's Gate 1, Baldur's Gate 2 together. We used to play Diablo 1 together all the time. So, but he's he's at uni doing a medical degree, so he's given up games full stop until he's finished. So where I'm kind of holding a lot of those games to play with him when he's done, when he's got time again.
Right.
So I actually might miss the hype and play it in a couple of years, but I do want to play it.
Fair enough. I'm the same. I'll get to it eventually. Like, it might not be today or tomorrow. It might be next year, but I'll get to it.
I thought I was going to be hyped for Star Galaxy, but
no, fucking. Are you talking about Starfield?
Starfield, that's the one.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to be hyped for that, but I really just don't care.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to be hyped for the next Elder Scrolls, but I might not care. I don't know.
I'm also a little shocked at how quickly, stance dancing is far more intuitive and easy than I thought it would be.
Yeah. You get a couple of macros set up and you're sweet. I actually use my charge macro to swap to battle stance.
Oh, I've got that as well. I'll show you my macro. Well, I'll just explain it to you. So mine's just target enemy. If no combat, battle stance. If no combat, charge, sunder armor. That's my macro. That's my macro, yeah.
So it'll charge and sunder armor.
Yeah, so if you're out of combat and you're out of battle stance, it'll put you in battle stance, it'll get the charge off, and then it will start sundering if you stay in battle stance. Right?
Yeah.
But then what I do is I hit it twice for the B stance and the charge. Then I hit my Berserker stance button twice because I've got Berserker Rage macroed into Berserker stance. So I double tap, you give it the old double tap, and now you're in Zerker stance with Zerker Rage. And then I start spamming Whirlwind.
Yeah, cool. I like it. I don't even have macros that involved. My Sunder's its own thing. Charge is its own thing. Berserker Rage is its own thing.
Oh, mate, I love being the stupid macro, stupid weak aura guy.
Yeah, I like the idea of it, but I'm too lazy to. If shit hits the fan, if my WTF folder gets deleted,
yeah,
I'm not writing them all out again.
Yeah,
so
fair enough.
I don't like to become a
mate. Everyone is dying in the fucking Curzon cave.
It's a trap. It is.
I'm not doing that fucking quest. Everyone is dying there.
I went there on Blood Sale at like fucking 9 levels over.
Yeah.
It was pretty easy then, but it's like, yeah.
Mate, the key really, I mean, as I say, everyone can laugh at us because we'll die at level 41 and all this shit will be moot. But like, the key really is just like, look, do you want to get to 60 or not? If so, just over-level everything. Whether you think it's lame or not, just over-level it.
Yep. If you want to make it to 60.
Yeah. Because that's the thing. No one's like, oh, you just grinded green mobs and that's the only reason you're a 60. Like, nobody says that.
Yeah. Only a few Twitch chatters say that, and that's about it.
Yeah.
And not who gives a fuck what they say.
Yeah. And then it's like, well, mate, I mean, it's kind of like, yeah, you can keep being spicy and keep doing dumb pulls that you're not surviving, but you don't have a 60, so what are we talking about?
Yeah, exactly.
Are you trying to have a level 60 or are you trying to just have fun and die in your teens all the time?
$8 gold worth of skills learnt, and I didn't even learn all of them.
Mage, you've got to learn everything, don't you?
You don't have to, but even if you're Frost or Fire, you have to go the other one because so many mobs, not so many, but there are enough mobs that are immune to one or the other that you have to have them both. You want to have your AoE spells, you want to have your single target spells, you want to have your defensive spells. You want to have your buffs and your fucking decurse, and yeah, it just kind of adds up.
I'm secretly loving how few abilities you have to buy on Warrior. I had no idea. Like, I could get away. I think I could pretend if I wasn't tanking, I could have gotten away with buying like 2 abilities through my 30s. You get Whirlwind, you get fucking Pummel, and that's it. Like, what else did you need in your 30s?
Yeah, I mean Berserker Rage, but
Berserker Rage. Sorry,
well, you do need that. You do need that to break fear. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's about it. You're honestly, yeah.
Dumb question about Berserker Rage that I think I know the answer to. You can use it while in a fear, right?
As long as you're in Berserker stance.
Yes, beautiful.
If you swap to battle stance and then get feared, you're fucked. But
yeah, too easy.
Yeah, no, it is great. But then when you hit 60 and you go back to train, you're looking at like 80 gold to learn everything, and you're like, ooh, shit.
I think one of the hardest things to do with hardcore, but it didn't last very long for me. I think I talked to you about this a few days ago, where I was like, do I like really go into Berserker stance when I'm taking more damage? Like, how does life at Warrior go when you've got all these stances now? But now I'm living in Berserker stance and fucking loving life.
Yeah.
And you just go, whatever, I take more damage, just deal with it.
Yeah, more damage, more rage. Fucking.
Yeah.
Then you kill the mob faster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we've got to go over here. Do this one. Fucking not a single scorpion. Sorry, you go, mate.
How have you been playing around with, setting it up so you're not wasting too much rage to swap to overpower, to swap to...
Sorry, what do you mean?
So like you go into Berserker stance,
yeah.
You fucking...
Do my whirlwinds.
You've got 20 rage, you swap to Berserker stance, you crit, you get to 40, you whirlwind, you're up to 15, you crit again, you go to Sunder, you dodge, you've got 40 rage. Do you just dump it and overpower? Do you just swap to battle stance, lose the 20 rage?
Oh, yeah. I don't care about that. I'll lose. As long as I'm not losing like 50 rage, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Easy dump. If it's 15 to 20 rage, I'm going to lose. Don't give a fuck. Swap to battle stance, get that overpower crit. Just fucking get it.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's what other people do, but that's what I've been doing.
Yeah, if my swing's about to land, I might throw a heroic strike in, get another Sunder or something, and then swap back. But I think I've lost I'll probably lose an overpower proc every now and then trying to min-max. That kind of stuff.
I'm really not min-maxing. Like, I'm even like being dumb at times and sundering a mob at 25%. You know what I mean? I just don't really give a fuck. Whatever.
Yeah.
The best part of the death log is that it reminds me constantly of my own in-game mortality. Keeps me from getting complacent. I agree, Morgan. It's been really good to keep... Like, when I see warriors die in their 40s, I'm like, all right, fucking, like, concentrate. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Don't get overzealous with your newfound power.
Yeah.
Keep your head down.
It's very easy to. I started to. My first half level with Whirlwind, I started being stupid, and I was like, I can't do that.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'm learning professions for the first time.
Have you not done anything up to this point?
No, after I died at 30 with my profession leveled, I was like,
oh yeah, fair enough.
I need to beat that before I invest in the professions again. And now I've got a bank full of cloth, so I'll just sit there, I'll just smash it all out, catch up to my professions.
Yeah, you just sit there for 2 hours, do the thing, knock it out, and you'll be done. Yeah. It's just the thing I really love. I'm just going to keep gushing about Warrior to you, mate. The thing I love about Warrior is that it's never been more fun to kill mobs in this game. Like, I just kill mobs I don't even need because I'm like, it just feels fun killing shit.
Yep. 100%. You know, the serotonin boost from just seeing a crit and hearing that blood sound effect.
Mm.
Oh, give it to me.
So
I'll hit a critter just to hear it.
I somewhat controversially, I don't know, I've elected to skip Blood Craze. I know, like in hardcore, you'd be like, "Oh, it's health back. Take whatever you can get." But I'm like, I'd just rather improve Battle Shout than Blood Craze. I don't know.
I like it because it just keeps you healthy. You just farm more. Like if you're going to go out there and grind back to back to back to back, it's just keeps you healthy.
But is it?
And
It is
in
only
dungeon-
3%, right? It's 3% of your health that ticks back.
Yeah, but if you're thinking about it, you're in a dungeon, you're pulling 4 or 5 mobs at a time, you always got it up.
Yeah.
You've got that health regen ticking the entire dungeon just about.
Yeah, but it's only ticking for like 10 health or something.
Well, hey, that adds up. 10 HP 5 is a hell of a buff. That just keeps you over a minute fight,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
It adds up. It can be the difference between surviving, dying to an overkill by 40 damage or keeping you up.
True. Oh, you're making me feel bad for not taking it now. Should I maybe like come back and take it later? I don't know.
You're not doing any of the really tough dungeons. I really had it for dungeons because it's like
Yeah.
bad luck. It just negates all the crits that you get.
Yeah.
Not negates it, but just mitigates it. And as you were saying to Madseason, the game doesn't matter outside of those death moments, those bottom of RNG oh shit moments where you're at the bottom of your luck. So mitigating any of that, bringing that from a -100 to a -98, is all it needs to keep you alive. And so
that's what it's all about.
I think investing in those things it's not efficient in the general sense of that we think about the game, but it is efficient in that it might save you 80 hours played.
Yeah.
So it only has to save you once, and it was worth every fucking second of combat lost because you were killing things slower.
That is true. Oh, there's my boy. The giant in Desolus strolling towards me.
Deep Strata. Yeah, I went there with tier at 30 to get the shoulders.
Why am I going this way? That's dumb of me.
Wait, what shoulders do you have?
I have the Jazeraint Pauldrons of the Monkey, +8 Agi, +8 Stam, level 36 male shoulders.
That's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Photo Roundup, you can do it at level 30. You don't have to kill anything. It's 6 Stam, 8 Strength, 2 Agi, I think.
Oh, yeah, nice.
And in but you do have to do the Deathless Run and dodge the Deep Striders, which is sketch.
Yeah. No, mate, gear has not been a problem. Everything is there's all these bargains on the auction house. Everything is so cheap. Like, it's changed the landscape of hardcore to just be like, I'll just go to the auction house and update my gear. It takes the edge off. I've already bought all my plate gear for 40. I've been picking off the bargains for like 75 silver that I've found. Yeah. So I've got like 6 plate pieces to put on as soon as I'm 40 if I get there.
Nice. Nate, when?
Stitch that one.
To that end, you must retrieve the scepter yourself. It is held by a burning blade seer.
All right, I gotta go for a bit.
All right, mate. I'll catch you later.
Yeah, thanks for the invite this morning, though.
Thanks for hanging out, mate. I really appreciate it.
Catch up.
Catch up. Okay, where are we? Let's go. Bear, are you awake? I'll drive you to your nails appointment. Yeah. No, it's all good. Just let me know, when do we have to leave? Okay, all good. We'll leave it like, what, 2:15? Alright, too easy. We'll stream for another hour, guys, and then I need to drive Patricia to an appointment. I'll just go down here and turn this in. Thanks so much for hanging in there today, guys. I appreciate you sticking around for the podcast with Madseason and watching a bit of leveling here. It's been fun. Hardcore's just been a blast. It's been really, really fun. I hope you guys are enjoying it as much as we have been. I'll stream some dungeon runs. So I'll stream for another hour now, but I'll stream some dungeon runs tonight as well in about 6 hours. Oh, sweetie. What are you doing? Gotta not let the cat kill me. Okay. Get this quest. Definitely don't want the cat to get me killed. Claim Rackmore's treasure. Oh, that's right. Let's drop this one for now. Where's that? Where's that one? Find Carnatol's chest. Is that... It's not out here, right? No. Where is that one? That's just here. Oh, it's right there. Oh my god. Oh, ding-a-ling. Level 37. Very good. Happy days. Oh, damn it. What can I drop? What can I drop? Let's drop that one. And let's drop these two, actually. I don't even need them. Alright. What are we doing now? We are... Rackmore's silver key. Rackmore's golden key. Yeah, we can do this. Now let's pop our water breathing and go get it. I said a few days ago that I was never going to set foot in the water. But it seems like people have been okay with water, like not water DCing. But I've got some water breathing potions as well, which is fantastic. Let's see if we can get it first one. Come on, baby. You know what I might do? I might actually just sit in defensive stance just because I'm fucking paranoid. You know? Just because I'm paranoid with this underwater fighting. Okay. Or do you reckon I'm being overly cautious? Maybe I'm being overly cautious. Oh, I pulled two because I demo shouted. That was done with me. That's alright. Oh, that was a big fucking crit. Jeez Louise. Alright, we're all good. Let's bandage up. You saw quite a few water deaths today. Were DC deaths mere casuals or just water deaths in general? Hey, Wakula, what's going on, man? Have my thoughts on the rules changed? Yeah, you're spot on, Wakula. Like, my thoughts haven't changed because you got to remember my point. Like, this is fun, and I always said on the podcast before the server came out, I said this will be fun, and it has been so fun. It's been so fun. the whole core to my point was the longevity issue. Like I said, I feel like the other rule set, the self-found rule set, the one that they're going to bring into this server later, is the one that will have the longer lasting appeal. So I still feel like that would have been the go. I haven't been moved. Like, I still think, and it's still controversial, I still think the superior version of this server would have been disabling the auction house and trading. And I know people don't like to hear that, but it's just how I feel. And like, this version is still fun. I'm not taking away from what we're playing. I just thought there was an even more fun version available that they opted not to do. Oh, got it. Very good. Let's get the fuck out of here. It's all like, you know, it's all, don't I want to be wrong. The whole thing about like bots and gold buying will be a thing. I want to be wrong. We know it's already a thing, but it's like a minimal thing right now. It's just a question of how large it becomes. Because it will feel really bad on this server if gold buying becomes rife and the economy gets all fucked up in, 2 months' time or whatever, and people are just like buying gold to get their characters to 60 and it feels a bit weird. You know what I mean? That's what will feel bad if that happens. I don't know if that's going to happen, but it would suck if it did. I would, if I had to guess, I would say it is going to go that way, but we'll see. I want to be proven wrong. It's not many things you want to be wrong about. I want to be wrong about this. Oh, it's so nerve-wracking, isn't it, mere casuals? But yeah, the hardcore has been a blast. But like, yeah, it's a lot of fun when you're still alive. You know what I mean? If I died, like if I died now, my feelings might change. I don't know. Okay. But the whole point is to not die. Come on, man. How fucking far is my... How am I not in shooting range? Fucking ridiculous. Level 31 goes down in STV. I've done all the early STV quests. Oh, we got it. Very good. Alright, so now we go hand this in where? over there, over at the actual island. You'll pick up a Naga or two on the way, but that's okay. Have I had any close calls lately, James? Honestly, it's still the case that my closest call on this turn was the clip from day one, level 8, outside Gnomeregon. Level 8 or 9 I was. I think I was level 10 even. You know, the hyper-spawning leper gnomes. That's easily still the closest call that I've had on this character. I don't want to sound like I'm not trying to sound like a wanker when I say this, guys. I haven't had any moments outside of that one where I've genuinely thought I might be fucked. It's kind of like how you categorize the moments. Like, there's your 10 out of 10, oh shit, this is probably going to be my death moment. And then the tier under that is kind of like, I have to pay attention. I'm like, you know, I've got to concentrate here. I have to pay attention. I am lightly sweating. Like, I've had like 2 or 3 of those moments, but not another one of the 10 out of 10, fuck, here we go, I'm probably going to die moments. But I'm talking about things like, yeah, there's been moments where like I've gotten down to 18% health, but still have a pot. No, actually, I lie. I'd used a pot. I'm down to 18% health, but didn't use any of my other like shield wall or anything like that because I know the mob is about to die and I know they don't have an execute or anything. But I was probably still playing a little bit fast and loose. Oh, I want to get this node. Oh, it's Mithril. Well, that's no good to me. Oh my god, hit him. Oh, it's level 35. Okay. That's why I'm not hitting him. What is this? Is this a node I can pick? I don't believe so. It's on the other side here. She's level 36. Oh, fuck off. Where's this mining node, though? Where are you at? Where is it? What the fuck? Oh, is it in the shell? No, surely not. Oh, it is. Yeah, I can't get that. It's Mithril. Okay, so I do have to be careful here. I'm going to throw on a food buff because these guys are level 36 and 35 and I'm 37. Yep, that's all good. Let's just eat up here. Let's put on a +8. Those gnomes are spooky. Yeah, everyone was dying in that area. Yeah, on opening night. That's how we were learning about the hyper spawns. You're hoping to do DM today, Dead Minds? You can do it, James. You got it. You've had some close calls with the gnolls. They tend to come in bunches. They sure do, mate. They sure do. Fucking gnolls. Yeah, that Red Ridge area is like really sneaky. Sneaky hard. When you do shadow, what is it? You're getting the shadow pendants or whatever. All right, let's kill this one. All my auctions are expiring. Nobody bought my shit. Okay. I might just kill everything just in case. I don't want to be weird about this one. Okay. So they Frost Nova. That's good to know. He does a poison, this guy. Oh my god, miss, dodge, parry, miss, dodge. What does this poison do? 11 nature damage every 5 seconds. That's okay. Fangor is a huge... I've always enjoyed the Fangor pull. I don't want to sound, again, like a dick, but I've never had a major drama with the Fangor pull, but you do have to be, like... You have to be heads up about it. You've got to kind of tactically arrange it. Oh my god, so many misses. Ugh. Oh my god. Miss City. Let's fucking bandage up. Let's not be complacent here. These are almost same level mobs, and I'm not usually fighting like level 36s. Is she going to cast sometime today? Apparently not. Okay. Wow, she's not going to cast one spell this whole fight. I've got my shield on, ready to fucking shield bash, and she didn't cast that whole fight. Alright. That's fine. Fuck, these guys have some armor. They really have some armor. Jeez, they can take a beating. Okay, now let's eat up. Oh, the orcs with the nets, they're rough, yeah. Oh, you were there for lockpicking? Yeah. It can definitely wait. Why aren't they casting? I'm very confused. Aren't these... They're supposed to cast. Alright. Fine, be that way. Oh, look how fast he's hitting me. Alright, let's just hand in this thing. I don't know why I'm still grinding here. I don't need to be killing these things. Let's just get the chesticle. Thank you very much. Very good. Let's get out of here, and then we'll have to come back very soon for another quest. I didn't spend my talent point yet. Hiya. Where am I going? I'm going this way. Talent point. Let's do let's just keep going with improved battle shout for now. So next it'll be in Rage, and then we'll have to come back for Blood Craze. So we go in Rage, into Death Wish. So it'll be 5 out of 5 in Rage, into Death Wish, into 3 Blood Craze, 1 Improved Execute, Flurry, and then Bloodthirst, and then Improved Execute, and then we'll figure it out. You just dinged 20? Congratulations, me casuals. That's awesome. Good stuff, man. Grats. What class are you playing again? Rogue, right? Because you're talking about the lockpicking. Yo. Bibs, where are you in voice? Are you in voice? Where are you? Bibs. Bibs, where are you? No. Oh, you are or not? No. Bibs died. Fucking no. What? Oh man, my friend died. No. What happened? Oh, that sucks, man. Oh, Bibs, no. Oh my god, he forgot he had Feign Death. He pulled too much and forgot he had Feign Death. No, and he's going again. Oh my goodness. Poor Bibs. Rogue. He's going to go for a rogue. You poor bastard. Alright. What do I need? I need more scorpions. And then I'll go check out these centaurs. Knock that one off. Oh, he has 60 gold on his bank ult, so he's all good. All right. What was Mad's name again? What did Mad say his rogue was called? Mauled something? What level did you die at? $40. I bet you he says 40. Alright, we just gotta find these fucking scorpions. Where are they, man? Nowhere to be found. Be wary of the thunder lizards. I don't like thunder lizards. Hey Willis, how are you? What's going on? Thanks so much. It's been really fun streaming this one. How's the warrior life? Amazing. Mate, it's my first time playing warrior and I fucking love it. I absolutely love it. I'm like, where has this class been all my life? Now I get it. Now I get it. And it's not even a damage thing. It's just a gameplay thing. The class feels good to play. I really like it. Okay. We're looking for scorpions. Big whirlwinds. Nice. That's what you like to see. Oh shit, wrong button. Scorpions, come out to play. Where are you? Do I just keep killing all these other things because they probably share a spawn with you? What's that? Tin vein? Yeah, I'll go get that. Fuck it, why not? There's one. I'll get the tin vein first. I was about to give you credit for having epic music on your stream, and then you just realized it was the WoW music. Oh, come on. Let me up there. Thank you. Oh, you were listening to the Dune soundtrack on Spotify? Yeah. This guy's got fucking great taste in music. Oh, wait, that's me. Very good. Alright, let's kill a fucking scorpion. How are these scorpions so hard to find? Come on, game. Give me a fucking break. My friend's like, it's a dangerous world out there. Well, it certainly is. Which area did you go down in? There's that pack of wolves that I want to avoid. There's a scorpion for me. Swamp of Sorrows he died in. Yeah, you gotta be careful there. Big overpower. Alright. Let's get this one. They really aren't dropping this venom I need, are they? Not only do they not exist, they're also not dropping the fucking item I need. So rough. Why you gotta do me like this, scorpions? Rexar, where are you? Not on the road. So is Rexar hostile or is he neutral? Like, does Rexar kill you if you come across him as Alliance? I genuinely don't know. I have a feeling he's hostile, but let me know. It looked like I was close. Nah, I was all good. All good. Hey, Antonius, how are you, man? Yeah, all the podcasters congregate. Oh, what was that? Tundra Ring of the Wolf. Anything good? 4 agility, 4 spirit. I can sell that. Good to see you, mate. Good morning, good morning. Europe is here. Level 38 rogue dies in STV. Oh, wait, there's a scorpion. I need you. That's how you do it. There you go. Melisandre. How do I get rid of this fucking... Come on, man. Where was that thing? Confuses me when you say Josh. Yeah, all the Joshes are out. It's a lot of Joshes out there. Okay, what am I doing? Handing in these quests. I still need these fucking scorpions. Any more down here? Please give me a fucking scorpion. Somebody. Anybody. God, I love big overpowers. They feel so good. Scorpions. Hello. There's one. There's 2. Oh my god, it's all happening, guys. Let's get to both at the same time. Let's be crazy. Let's really throw it out there. No, let's not. It took me too long to walk over to him. Oh my god, there we go. Neither of them dropped the fucking... I've got 2 Scorpashi Venom. Come on, dude. I've killed like fucking 12 of them. Killing me. I gotta empty my bags. My bags are rat shit. Look at this shit. Awful. Just awful. Okay, where are we? 14% of 3 bars into level 37. We're looking really good for RFK and SM tonight. So we're just going to be doing... Fuck, we could almost, but we won't. We almost could do Armory. Fucking love to do. I'd love to get to 38 and do Armory. It'd be so good. Just gonna empty my bags because I'd feel a bit more comfortable doing Herod at 38. I know he's 40.
Along that same coast, but to the north near Ranadjar Isle, their night elf ruins at the bottom
Herod's pretty simple.
Slitherblade, make that their home. I think that'd be our best bet. If a scouting party went that far south, then they
But the
must have been
armory
pretty
itself
powerful.
is a little bit
If you're
trickier.
gonna
There's some
find
high-level
carnivores'
mobs in
belongings,
there.
I'd start with the more powerful Naga, the Tide Hunters or Sea Witches.
Is that everything? I think that's everything. Large venom sack. That goes there. That goes there. That goes there. Yep. Okay, very good. Let's bank ult some shit.
Safe travels.
Ooh. Hello. Some more gold. Okay. I don't want to grab all this shit yet. All that stuff that didn't sell. Let's go to Bank Costanza and let's get him some bang. And we'll send him 3 gold for shits and gigs. And I'll just check on old Bank Costanza. Hey Hap, yeah, it was good fun, man. The VOD will be up once I end this stream, so you'll be able to watch it sometime soon. But yeah, it was good fun. Relatively short and sweet by countdown standards. I think we only had Mad on the line for about an hour and 25 minutes. That was my doing. He didn't ask to go or anything. I didn't want to keep him all night. You know, I was saying on the stream, like I always feel the bigger the streamer, or the bigger the content creator, the more guilty I feel for taking up like 2+ hours of their time. So I think 90 minutes in and out, it's comfortable for everyone. It was a good chat. Bank Costanza. All right, what do we got here? Oh, not very much. We sold that. Okay, we sold that. And we sold that. All right, 75 silver. That's all right. That's something. Let's sell this other shit. Okay, so what do we got? We got 18.5 gold total. That's okay. Everyone will be like, oh mate, you should have 80 gold. You got to buy your mount soon. I don't care. I really don't care about waiting for the mount. Doesn't bother me in the slightest. Okay, 49 silver for that thing. Nah, we're just going to vendor that. Scroll of Intellect 2. I think we're just... well, fucking whatever. The Jade... yeah, we can sell that. Lesser Moonstone. Yeah, fuck it, why not? Someone will buy it. Tin ore. Yes. Actually, no. Let's go 188. Oh, level 42 warrior just died in STV. I know exactly where they died as well. Large Fang. Someone will buy it. Coarse Stone. Yep. Iron Ore. Yep. Copper Ore. Yep. Elemental Water. No, I can vendor that one. Vendor that one. Light Feathers. They're starting to sell now. Okay. Vendor all this other shit I've got. Oops. Very good, very good. Oh, yep. Then we'll go bang, bang, bang. Very good. Almost 19 gold total across the server. Oh, plus the 3 gold I just sent. So actually, I've almost got 22 gold, which is great. Boys, stop it. A dead guildie sent me 100 gold unexpectedly upon passing, finished the rest of my mount off. Then I bought 50 tabards and 125 silk packs for the guildies. Oh, that's very, very nice of you, Hap. Paying it forward. That's amazing. Hey, I heard Bibbs died. Bibbs messaged me and said he died. I'm gutted. I'm so sad. Have we lost some high level people recently, Hap? Okay. Back to the fucking scorpion grind. Ugh. Turn this one in.
Infuriating. This entire fiasco. The two of them were warned about how dangerous coming here would be. Now they're both missing. Or worse. You said you saw tracks heading to a fort nearby? That may be our best bet, from what the locals have said. That fortress is infested with members of the Burning Blade. Orcs who have dedicated themselves to demon
2 level 50 pluses. No, he was a hunter, Hap. Bibbles. 2 level 50 pluses to the Slag fans, and a lot of 30s to 45. Oh, it sucks. They're dropping like flies. No. I'll get this copper vein again just for shits and gigs. There's a scorpion I can kill. Very good.
There is something else I wish to impress upon. My superiors have shown some concern over Tyrannus and his motives for coming here. It is more important to them that Belinda is found and brought back safely. Tyrannus is to be gagged before he is taken down.
Too far away. Pig's ass. How's the guild management been, Hap? Have you been handling it well, or has it been fucking pretty full on? You've been doing a great job, mate. Phenomenal job. Oh, there's a scorpion. Fucking, how about this bloke? There we go. Nothing again. These scorpions do not drop this shit. Unbelievable. Back to 40 on his druid? What? I didn't even know he had a druid. Are you serious? He said he was playing rogue next. Are we talking about the same person? The people that needed to be gone are gone. That's good. That's good. Yeah, fuck them all off. Get rid of the shitheads. And as I'm sure you've learnt more in the last 2 weeks than you probably ever could have in the last few years about guild management, Hap, with like what happens when you get too many people, and like, you know, the issue with like invite permissions and things like that. It's hard. It's so hard. Oh, hello. Yeah, no, it's working well. The system works, App. Absolutely, mate. The system works. Okay. What can we do? What can we do? Actually, I might not. I might log out. Where's a safe place to log out? I mean, none of these places are safe places to log out, but maybe just on top of this little hill here. What do you reckon? What do you reckon, guys? Safe place to log out here? I'm not going to do this quest now. I've got to drop the wife off. So I think I'm pretty safe to log out here. It's okay. I'll I'll have to end the stream there, guys, and we'll be back in a few hours. So, like, basically, if you think like 5 hours from now, wherever you are in the world, I'll stream RFK and Scarlet Monastery with the crew. So that'll be a bit of fun. So we'll see some of you then. Otherwise, you guys can catch the VOD later on. Good luck logging out there. Yeah, I know. It's a really spicy log out, right? It should be fine logging in there. Like, I don't think any mob patrols there. It should be fine. So I will catch you guys later. Have a good one. And we'll see you in 5 hours. Bye, guys. Have a good one. Thanks so much for tuning in.